Take it, Mars.
Oh, you didn't count down all the way, so.
Welcome, everyone. This is how we do things here.
We're a professional show. Don't you know that?
This is why they bring us on. This is it.
All right. Let me jump in now, since we're already 7 minutes into this, apparently. Greetings, champions. Welcome to Storyteller Mars Presents a live play tabletop role-playing game experience for Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition in coordination with Codename Entertainment for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a game all of us here know and love very much. I am your host, Ryan Blake Hall, aka Storyteller Mars, and with me are my esteemed companions. Friends, will you please introduce your characters and yourselves, starting with Gar?
Yeah, he would start with me, wouldn't he? Hi, everybody. I'm Garwar, and tonight, as you can see on the overlay that I updated for this episode, I'm playing Garwar.
Ooh.
My God.
It's a shock. It's a shock.
Nice.
Yeah, Garwar, Grudge Keeper specifically, is a level 6. We're all level 6. Fighter Dwarf Battle Master. I will be charging up into most likely certain death and taking it in the face, because that is what Garwar does. That is what Garwar does. I'll also be punching all the buttons, so if you see me looking all over the place, that's because I'm trying to make sure all the things are working.
He's got 6 screens,
and not set
everyone.
up. No, 3.
Garwar's the
6
one keeping us
screens.
all alive.
If you see me looking
Out of
around everywhere, it's just because I'm freaking out. It's no big deal.
And I heard this was a Western, so hold on.
All right. That's kind of fun.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready
Let's
to
go
wob the
to,
Waterdeep Bank. Let's go.
Let's go to Lee now, please. Lee, who are you?
Hi,
Who's your character?
Lee Goldberg. I co-host Griddle Champions in the Friday mornings with Sean. And I am WAP 221B, and I'm also a Battle Master fighter, but I guess it's where Garwar's the Battle Master. WAP 221B is the Battle Master. Yeah, the emphasis is different.
Rain Master.
And I'm an intelligence fighter who's a Holmesian investigator.
Excellent. Trevor.
Hey, I'm Treavor Bettis, and I have too many podcasts. I co-host Champions of Lore on Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on this Twitch channel, as well as Champions of Psychology on Tuesday, with just fantastic people on both shows, as well as Difficulty Class on Fridays on podcast services with Allie. And I am playing Garlock, and I'm back, and I want all the onions. I am a level 6 sorcerer now, folks. I am big deal in some places.
Yeah. And lastly, Allie, please.
Hi, folks. My name is Allie Deutschmann. I'm playing Laura Lee, who's an Aasimar Twilight cleric from Am. Yes, she's from the South. I'm one of the hosts of Difficulty Class with Trevor there, and I'm also the DM of an actual play podcast called The Roomy Roamers. I'm usually on Twitter at AllieBug321.
Thank you very much. All right, so with introductions out of the way, let's get on with the show. And so, Storyteller Mars presents A Fistful of Death.
Ooh.
All right, so guys, we begin at the end of our previous adventure, exactly where we left off. Following the events of Twice in a Blue Moon, you all spent a pleasant Wintershield Eve with Escliner Marsire, Mars, to his friends, a half-elf cleric of Mistra, and assistant to Kalar Elun, the Chosen of Mistra, at the Our Lady in Azure Temple in the Sea Ward of Waterdeep, having saved not only his life, but countless others from a magical experiment gone awfully awry. As he passes around cups of spiced cider tea to each of you, he says, I'm truly glad that you're here now. You see, I'm considering putting together a team. As you know, I work for
like
Kalar. Good.
So we're
You
doing this
already
again?
know each other. Excellent.
All right.
Kalar has connections with the champions. I'm assuming you're familiar with them. At least heard of the champions.
Oh yeah, I do a show with Havilar and Freely every Monday at the tavern.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
She
that's
told me
great.
a great story today.
You're more
about,
familiar than I thought you would be, Garlock. Excellent.
Yeah, she told me a great story today about Baloth killing Alabaster Booty Clap.
And that's in the recording now. Fantastic.
I've
They are
taken
possibly the-
copious notes about lots of champions, so you're going to have to narrow it down a little bit to which ones you're talking about. I think I've got like 70 something in my files now. So.
They are possibly the largest and busiest group of adventurers in all of Toril and beyond. The problem is they can't be everywhere at once because they have need of our services. So often, Kalar and I receive constant requests for their assistance, like to pass to them. They simply don't have time to attend to every individual call for aid when, say, for example, the entire city of Elturel has gone missing.
Yeah, I hear they only run like 3 adventuring parties at a time right now. So are we like the background?
And I think that's even just a recent thing too.
Version?
Yeah.
Okay. We're Plan D.
So
yeah, we're the D team.
There are people who need help. People who look to the champions to protect them. But the reality is they are often busy with important matters. So that's where we come in. We go when and where the champions cannot and do what we can to help people. So, will you work with me to guide the imperiled people of Faerun to a brighter future?
I think Garlock's gonna look around. I'm not doing anything. What about you guys?
I mean, I could only assume it'll get us moving around, right?
Oh, that you'll be paid and lodging and training and such. It will be profitable for you, but more importantly, it will be good for the people of the world.
Yeah, I'm in then.
Excellent.
I just kind of look over at Watt.
And do you speak on all of their behalfs?
No.
No? Oh, okay. I just assumed you were the leader because you agreed first.
Oh, no.
That's not how any of this works. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never led an adventuring party before. I don't really know how this works. I'm figuring this out too.
You instill us with a lot of confidence. Thank you, Mars.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I mean, I was just investigating random things when this group started and followed them, and I've got a lot of things that I've learned. So the investigation continues, then I'll continue to travel with you.
Excellent. That's what I want to hear. And Garlock, was it? Softly similar to Garwar. Forgive me, I may get you mixed up. You're both
okay. Now hold on.
We are about the same height. I mean, you're just a little bit better than me.
Mars, we've spent enough time. We've spent enough time adventuring. You should not be getting the two of us confused at all. That might be a deal breaker right there.
We spent enough time that I know how to get under your skin, buddy.
I mean, you know me. I'm in if there's information or favors involved, if I have the time. So.
Oh, certainly.
You caught me in this last adventure, as it were, with all those timey-wimey shenanigans, when I was just relaxing by a fire. So, maybe don't try to do that again, because I liked that. But, yeah, see what happens.
Okay.
As I reach over and eat some bar peanuts.
Mars, I recommend try not to die this time.
Yeah.
This time? Huh.
We already did that a few times. So
yeah.
The days that follow are a whirlwind of activity. You are given lodging nearby and meet with Mars regularly to discuss plans and logistics for forming an adventuring group, with Mars serving as your patron. The days turn to weeks as you train together, relax together, and tend to your own personal matters in between. So, how does each of you spend this time?
Any training together probably involves me like smacking Garlock when Garlock tries to get close to me.
And that's
he's
good.
getting a little too familiar.
Yeah, and it's like kind of annoying you because
that teaches
he's got
respectful distance.
He's got like dragon scales from his bloodline, so like it's not as easy to hit him sometimes.
2 meters, buddy. 2 meters.
And Garlock gets better and better at it each time, because after that happens, I like here are the ways to read Garlock's like facial cues, ticks, and like if his shoulder twitches, he's gonna
Ticks. He's probably got a lot of
backhand
those. He sleeps in the bushes a lot.
Oh, that
true.
is cool.
I've counted them.
Okay.
Oh, not that kind
so-
of tick. Sorry.
No, I know.
And any
Uh,
personal business that you'd want to attend to before you become embroiled in the adventure today, this would be a good time for it.
If a Warforged could look sleepless and frazzled with the amount of time I have spent ever since we finished our adventure.
I'm imagining
So-
sparking.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of smoke and steam and like release valves just but the time travel we did where things were different, Watt 221B took that like a dog with a bone. And the fact that Garlock brought people from that universe with us. So I have written that book, and probably
Okay.
my guess is that he may have like written it and like now what and given it over to Laura Lee to like promote.
I don't know what to do
sell.
with this.
So he wrote the book of.
Okay.
He
the
rewrote
book
the book
exists
he
now.
hadn't written yet.
Okay.
And then basically kind of, if it was a retelling of that Watt 221B's adventures, he has gone into some like, he sent missives out of like, this happened, did this happen in this town? And if we weren't there to solve it, what happened? Was it solved? Did time knit itself together? That kind of stuff. And he has taken into his lab one of Garlock's other
Compatriots.
yeah Faerun 2 guys, and just taken hair samples, blood samples, spit, like just everything he had. He's just studying this guy and seeing any kind of different. Basically, from that time to it's time to start is when Watt comes up for air and is like, here's what I learned. And he's got a box he's got
making
to
notes
open.
of this.
He's got
Oh,
a
yeah, the
box to
box.
open.
Yep. Speaking of those people, so those people did hang
What's in the
around.
box?
Yeah, you
See,
brought him with you,
I
bud.
wasn't originally intending for that, but Garlock
yeah,
threw in just a fun fact of like, and then the other people followed me.
Oh,
through
yeah.
the
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
right.
here
That's
now.
right. That's right.
Now.
That's right.
And I
His
said,
underground
yes,
army.
and
Perfect. Then in that case, Garlock the entire time has been training them to work in the Fine Spirits Tavern, so that because he knows that he's got to go
'Cause he's a
adventure soon, so
manager.
he needs somebody.
yes,
Yeah,
we can't
and
bring him
now
with us.
he's been
too many.
managerially training Liff or Phil in our game, the ghost bartender of Fine Spirits. So now a ghost
Cool.
is going to be the manager of Fine Spirits.
Neat.
Yeah, and he's also been taking care of the pet owlbear Paul. Just been petting him.
Now I have a couple of things of business myself that I want to. One's a statement and one's a question. The statement is that in the weeks to follow, Mars grows a beard, so I don't have to shave it off anymore, and that problem's solved now. The second thing is a question, which is, do you guys tell Mars about the events of Twice in a Blue Moon, or do
Yeah.
you keep that a secret from?
Oh yeah, Garlock
yeah.
wouldn't be able
Um,
to shut up.
Certain things, well, Garwar
My apologies.
picked up a couple things, but sure, I think the general gist of what happened would probably have a conversation, especially in a way to try to make sure that Mars doesn't run off at the handle again and try to destroy the universe
Yeah.
once more. But I do
So
not tell
he-
Mars that I have a duplicate of his journal or his
Mhm.
holy symbol or those tainted time crystals.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think as Watt, I mean, I don't know, my perception is incredible, passive perception 22 or something, but I don't think of them as relevant, but I systematically talk about every single thing in that one word. Like it is
Like there
His
was a
room would be
flower
like the number 21
outside
written
your
everywhere.
window that's like it's blue, and in the other world that flower was yellow. So like just little minutia that you picked up on.
yeah, everything. and probably would have brought him into my investigation of the thing because he loves books, he's learned and stuff like that. So there would have been numerous amounts of tea because I picked up he likes tea, and so
yes,
yeah.
And I know Laura Lee had a moment with the knife. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
At the end of last episode. What else has Laura Lee been doing there? I'm curious.
So like week 1, she would have generally been spending time with Mars, figuring out who this not wizard is, and getting his vibe, just vibe checking him to hear him back and seeing if he's okay. Week 2, at that point, she probably would have gotten the book from Watt. Would have been like, you want me to do what with this? And she probably would have treated it like a moment to sell to the everyman and just boast it like a story to be told across the land. And she would have probably like read it aloud at some point at a tavern and try to sell it up that way, and then just probably give up if it doesn't do well.
So you are actively sharing the stories from the book.
Yeah, why not?
I'm making note of that.
Mm-hmm. And then like week 3, she would probably be hanging out again with Mars because she really wants to treat this like Jurassic Park, where you thought, yeah, you can, but you didn't think, should you? So she wants to kind of gently remind him every now and then, like, don't forget this happened.
Should you though?
And we know how those movies go.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep doing it. They keep doing it.
It becomes very clear that he is not going to stop, that this is his passion for study and he's going to go all in, but he will be more cautious because of your influence and everyone else warning him about what happened in the last adventure. Go listen to Twice in a Blue Moon if you want to catch up. Okay, so
find it on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
I'll probably at some point at some point I probably would have given Mars the vial of his own ashes. And
that's
do you tell him that's what it is?
But yeah, like mathematically, cool. Like it's not like him going like, you need to be careful. It's just like, oh, this belongs to you. You know, like it isn't a thing that makes
Watt just
no
walks
sense.
up and goes, "Hey Mars, can I ash you something?" No.
Like,
Mars would take it. He's very wide-eyed, very interested. This becomes a bit of a memento mori for him.
Yeah, I was like, okay, bye.
I like that a lot. Excellent. All right, let's move on though. So with the downtime activities settled for that, working with Mars is going to come with certain perks. For this, we will be adapting the rules for patrons as described in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So the players know this already, but I'm going to say it out loud for the audience here. You all gain a new feature, Guiding Hand. You belong to a group working under the guidance of your patron as Kleiner Marsire. You have trained to work together as a team and to rely on each other's guidance as well as that of your patron. As a member of this group, you can use your reaction to grant advantage to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of another member of this group that can see or hear you. Alternatively, you can use your reaction to grant yourself advantage on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw by recalling relevant information shared with you by your patron. You cannot use this feature again until you finish a long rest. Okay. Yeah. And so with that done, just bear that in mind. You can basically give each other inspiration, essentially. Mm-hmm. With your training together and all the boring formalities out of the way, Mars feels that it is finally time for your first official mission as a team. There has been a general request for assistance with a disturbance in the small town of Subar to the southeast, as well as a request for escorting a merchant from Waterdeep to Borisker Bridge, which is conveniently along the way. Mars explains that his own arcane studies have also detected a peculiar energy signature appearing from time to time in that area, and so, together, you pack up to move out and investigate. All right. It's an uncommonly warm day as you make your way south along the Tradeway, the famous old road that connects the cities of Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, and Calimport, used for many years now by merchants and adventurers alike. Although the exact path is often a subject of heated debate among cartographers. All agree on the general contours of this well-traveled path as it winds its way between forests, over hill and dale, crossing over rivers and streams where necessary, and avoiding notably dangerous locales where possible. Of course, there's no accounting for luck. So, you find yourselves in the employ of one such trader, acting as the armed escort for a wagon of assorted goods destined for Kalimshan far to the south. Your ward has proven so far to be more than fair, offering good food and drink by the campfire as you share stories of your lives. So you are traveling along, and what I would like to ask is, it's going to be about, I calculated this out, it's about a 24-day trip.
Whew.
Yeah, down the train.
So we're taking the fast way.
We're not
Got
teleporting. It's about a 24-day trip to
It's
go
the direct
from
path.
Waterdeep to Subar. So what I want to know is, how do you guys pass travel time? Who's the cook? Who's the watch? Who does what tasks for keeping the wagon train moving?
Garlock tries to do too many things and is probably told not to.
That's great. No, Garlock, put that down.
I was just gonna make some
that's
food.
not
I
your
got
axe.
plenty of onions. It's
no,
fine.
that axe is for chopping enemies, not carrots.
Gotta clean
Carrots.
things
Could
off
use
first, buddy.
As a warforged that doesn't need to sleep, I'll probably act as the sentry. But I
Okay,
will though.
that's great.
I will for sure do that. But I think I would very early on, like a little screwdriver thing coming out of my finger with that box, and I just like click and it finally opens.
Oh, okay.
Now we're screwed.
All right.
I told you.
So
We want to figure out what that thing actually is before you.
Well,
open
I
it.
spent a lot of time researching it and doing all of that. But
I'm glad you brought it up. For a while, I thought you weren't going to bring this up at all.
Hmm.
no, I opened the box.
Okay.
It does, I mean,
so-
it could have been
That's it.
earlier
Now
than
we're all
us
going to hell.
traveling, but I definitely. Yeah.
Surprise,
Well-
descent into Avernus. We're fighting
Yeah.
Tiamat.
I just did that.
Little Hellraiser.
No, that's later. So, Watt, you have been trying to open up the box over the course of time of the past several weeks, and something that you noticed is every time you attempt to open the box and you screw up, there are consequences. Sometimes it's just the box, you hear a click and it just locks up for 24 hours. Sometimes it's so bad that it does that, and also there is a blast of psychic energy from it that hurts you severely. But after a few days and you feel fine again, you just try again. And it's just over and over, trial and error. And eventually you realize that the trick to opening it is that you need to, in the complete absence of light, you need to turn it on a corner, because it's a cube, and spin it like a top. Doing so, it blossoms open like a flower.
Aw.
So you finally open the box, and inside you find a document written in interchanging Undercommon and Elven. It switches out sentence by sentence.
Mm.
And do you have any way of deciphering that?
Let me see what languages I know. I don't think it's many. Where are you, languages?
It's at the bottom left under proficiencies in languages. Oh, you're on a tablet, so it might be different.
No, it still should be
Oh
roughly.
yeah,
bottom left
I
of
speak
character sheet.
Common, Giant, Gnomish, and Goblin.
Yeah, so,
Okay. You can recognize that this is written in Undercommon and Elven, but you can't read it. You'll either
Yeah.
need to use magic or find someone who can read it.
I'm like,
But you have
Checking
the
it out.
document now.
really? We're traveling, and you open that now?
It,
And I
least
kind of
you're
look
away
at it.
from
I'm
Waterdeep.
like, those are those Elvish, flowy script stuff. I don't read that. No point.
And Garlock's now standing way too close on the other side, going,
I don't read.
Yeah. hmm
Thank you, Garlock.
Unsurprising.
Correct.
And as you are, crowding together, dissing this document, apparently, you hear shouting in the distance. There are cries for help. And you spy, when you look in that direction, what appears to be the ruins of a carriage that has smashed into a tree just off the road. The carcass of a horse nearby is being picked at greedily by what appears to be several ferocious creatures.
Was that there before you opened the box? Do you remember what? You know.
I've got keen mind and really good perception. Was it there? Was it happening because of? I feel like it was because of the box, or it already
No.
was happening. Okay.
This
Is
is
it-
coincidental.
I don't know
think
why,
the
but
two are related.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I was
Well,
picturing this at
keep an
dark.
eye
Is
out
it
for
dark?
It is approaching sunset.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So there are
As
cries
long
for
as it's
help.
not high noon yet.
There
Right.
is a demolished carriage. There's a horse being picked at by what appears to be several ferocious monsters. This is in the distance. You have the option of just
Oh, no.
going by.
Garlock's hands light on fire, and he goes,
I think we need to do that hero thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hop up and just kind of motion towards the cart, and we were guarding people, right? Like,
Um,
I mean, we're with people.
I'll take care of
right?
the merchant for. This is only going to be a minute or
okay,
so.
so
right?
Mars is still with
I'll,
us.
I'll watch over him.
all right, stay here.
No worries.
How far away was it?
Let's say it is 300 feet away.
Oh, okay.
So it'd
it's
take you a few
ways
rounds
away.
to get there.
So
Okay.
we're going then.
Oh, yeah. Garlock is already off the cart and running.
I mean,
Yeah. So I'll
Right,
drop
great.
down to one knee and basically tap something on my knees, and from my knees down, my trousers tear open as my my leg opens and readjusts, and I will activate my modified boots of what is it? My long jumping fast boots. And
boots
I
of
will
striding
leap-
and springing. Yes.
Those are the
Yes.
words I wanted.
The long jumping fast boots.
Yeah.
I
mean,
will
same thing.
leap 30 feet forward and start running after.
Yeah,
with
here we
All
go.
right.
Garlock.
So Watt leads the charge.
And I like,
Whoa,
and I'm like
fantastic.
I'm
getting up
following
and I'm
Garlock.
taking the shield off my back and getting my axe. And I'm like,
Okay.
one of these days they're going to learn to let the tank go first. And I just start after him.
I'll keep
All
up
right.
with Gar.
Excellent. As you get closer, let's see. I have a little sheet here that has everyone's basic stats on it. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, Watt. You have very high perception and investigation.
I
So
do.
I'm not
I
even going to have you
really-
roll for this. They're both at least 20. As you get closer, like once you're at about 100 feet away, is when you realize it's not several ferocious creatures. It's one with multiple heads and wings.
Oh,
Well, that changes up what spell I'm using.
Look,
Ooh.
there's been a lot of Tiamat talk today. in other streams.
It's baby Tiamat.
She's just out here hanging out.
Yeah,
So
well,
Watt 221B is the only one that's noticed this so far, yes? I take it.
I will definitely let Garlock know that he's running into what I'm seeing. And I mean, I would.
Do you let
I
any of the
will
rest of
only
us
go-
know?
Are you guys? If you guys are close enough to it, I'll say it loudly. But
All
I'm
right.
basically just keeping pace to be in front of Garlock because he is a small goblin who's rushing at this thing. So I'm more keeping him safe.
That's fair. All right. Then as you finally approach, once you're within about 50 feet of it, the monster rears up all three of its heads. It has a dragon head, a lion head, and a ram's head.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can see where this is going if you know enough monster lore. And all three of them roar and scream and hiss at you. You can see it also has like a serpent's tail with like a scorpion stinger on it, and it has draconic wings that also have feathers on it, and it paws out from where it's been devouring the corpse of the horse, and it just screeches and roars at you and like kind of flaunts its wings at you, like it's trying to look very imposing. And to its credit, it is. It's a big monster. This is a large-sized monster, and it's a chimera. This is a chimera.
When I finally see it, I just kind of out loud to everybody around me go, yeah, I think this one's real.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Mm,
And you hear someone crying out from the tree that's right next to the crash cart, where the cart basically looks like it ran into the tree and then fell over and the horse died. You hear someone say, are you here to save me? Please, please. Oh, please, please.
Garlock's gonna go, yes, we are, and he's gonna cast magic missile at the chimera.
Garwar is simultaneously going to go,
Fantastic.
maybe, we'll see how this goes.
Maybe. All right, give me that magic missile.
How far are we from it at this point?
50 feet.
50 feet.
Okay.
Well within the range of a magic missile.
Yeah, you're good.
You know.
You're good.
Me and my
That
dwarf
is
legs are
gonna
going to take a while.
8 points of force damage. Pow, 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 pow.
So your force missiles strike true, as they always do for magic missile, and just pelt into its head, its wings, its side. It roars again in defiance, kind of lowers down into what looks like a pouncing position, swishing its tail back and forth. And so at this point, please roll for initiative.
Woo! Sorry, I like initiative. It's my
Oh
favorite.
boy.
Oh, what,
I like
buddy?
that. I like
I'm
this.
not rolling in the D&D Beyond. I love D&D Beyond. I'm not rolling in it right now.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
rolling
treat me
physical
right.
dice, by the way, for anyone listening or in the
Dang
audience. I've got physical dice here.
Apparently, my dice and D&D Beyond are in cahoots.
Did you get a net one too?
Nah, I mean,
did.
it's not great. It's not, yeah. Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I
Or-
like it. I love
Do-
Chessex.
Mars, do you want us to call these out, or are you pulling them out of?
Yeah,
Since
okay.
we're
So
doing
Garwar,
mix,
what's
should we
your
just call
initiative
them?
result?
15.
15. Okay, Gar's 15. And Garlock.
6.
Hey, that's not great.
Nope.
All right. And
It's better
Lorelei?
than 2.
I got 18.
Okay. I love writing Lorelei because I just put LL. It's great. It's very fast.
Nice.
And Watt?
2.
Oh, you have that many.
Ah.
You have a plural amount of initiative. Okay.
Oh.
The one who noticed it the most is just like,
We're just going to watch. If
But
we get in
I'll
3
wait.
fights, he's
But
going to get a
I'll
2, a
wait.
2, and a 1.
Okay. And Chimney, the chimera, got a, well, I know how much it got. So, Lorelei, you are at the top.
All right.
How do
I
you
am.
approach or run away?
Oh no, I'm going to
You don't have
approach
to
as I
save people.
usually do. And I am going to present my holy symbol, which is my hand, and with the eye upon its back, a sphere of twilight will just emanate from me within 30 feet and will last for a minute as I cast my channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary.
Excellent. That is so
badass.
cool.
And so I'm going to move forward. You said it's 50 feet away?
Yes.
I'm going to move
And
forward.
as you summon your Twilight Sphere, the voice in the tree, what in the hells is that?
Don't worry,
Oh
it's
no,
fine.
it's all getting worse.
It usually does
She-
before it gets better.
She ignores the pleading man and moves forward 30 feet. So that way she can be helpful for those that wants to get next to the thing.
All right.
And what does this one do again? It's been a day since we did this.
Yeah. So I'm going to get 1d6 plus 6 temporary hit points, and I rolled a 6, so I'm going to get 12
get
temp hit
temps.
points.
This is the fun one. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's at the start of each of our turns?
That's at the end of each of your
At
turn.
the end. Okay.
If
Is
you
there-
end in the sphere.
There we go.
So be within 30 feet of me at the end of your turn. That's the goal.
Does it move with you?
Yes, it does.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
hmm
Oh yeah, we just get Like
Yeah.
Overwatch beacon.
This is how I
Literally
lived
is
through
kind
the
of a
dragon.
powerhouse.
Yeah, this is how you lived through the
Uh-huh.
dragon.
It was me.
It was.
That is
All
my
right, anything
turn.
else? All right, thank you. And Garwar.
I mean, I watched everyone run ahead, and I'm like trudging along. I got to remember, I'm in full plate. When I'm fully armored, the only thing not armored are the eye holes, and I'm like trying to get there. I'm a dwarf feet and my 25 movement, and
Okay, you definitely
yeah.
get closer.
I mean, I move up 25 feet.
Do you dash
Um,
or do you just not take an action?
I feel like if I go the full, so Laura Lee moved up. If I go the full thing and get in this guy's face, am I
Mhm.
still going to be in your aura?
Yes, because I'm basically 20 feet away from it.
Yeah, because she moved up 30 feet and then did it. So
Okay.
Plus, you don't have to take
Yeah.
your full 25.
I'm
right?
just gonna run. Well, I mean, it's 50 feet away, so I would have to move and dash with my
Mhm.
action to get in his face. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna just
Okay.
like last time, except this time I think it's real, and I'm just gonna run right up in it anyway.
It seems pretty real.
Shield that's almost as big as I am, big round shield, and axe is out, and just shield in front, like,
Out.
okay, guys, let's go. And
All
how
right.
many hit points do I get at the end of my turn? Do I roll that?
I think she does.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Let's see. This dice loves me. You get 12.
Yes,
Oh, that's
what we
good
like to
because it's the
see.
Chimera's turn now.
Yes.
So the
Of course.
Chimera is not taking kindly to being pelted by magic missiles, and it sees a big crunchy dwarf standing very nearby. So the Chimera charges you, Gar, as you probably expected, and it is going to
Another
use its
point.
multi-attack. So just a flurry of biting, clawing, goring with its horns just comes barreling towards you. Here we go.
Needs to chill
That
out.
is a 25 to hit, Gar.
Ooh.
Hits.
Okay, and the horns, that's going to be a 12 to hit.
And then what kind of damage is that?
Not damaged yet, but just rolling to
Oh, you're
see
just
if
doing
I
the hits.
hit
Okay.
everything first. Yeah, I'm just checking the hits first.
Okay. 12
So
would not
that's
hit.
a 12 to hit.
12 is going to
Okay,
hit the shield.
And a nat 1. Okay, so let me roll the damage for the first attack here. That is going
Twinsies.
to be 8 piercing damage from its bite as it sinks its teeth into your plate armor.
Okay.
It then
so-
attempts to gore you with its horns, but it just scrapes off of your shield. It then tries to tear into your armor and rip it open, but it just cracks its nails against your plate.
Yeah. And I'm a heavy armor master, so I actually only took 5 damage.
Ha!
So
I really got to step up my game here.
no, you're doing great.
Right.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
loving
Now
it.
it's 100%.
Loving it so
Oh,
far.
thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
Let's go.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Next is Garlock.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I mean, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if I know it. And I'm like, wait, you're playing Garlock. No, you're not. I think I'm just gonna firebolt this man.
Okay.
Because I don't like him. Yeah, let's do a firebolt. That's 16.
That is a hit. Yes.
Hey.
And it certainly wasn't expecting it.
Oh my god.
Well, that's because canonically we know that Garlock always shoots this right next to me, so no one ever sees it coming.
Luckily, it can't cause tinnitus. Ooh, that is only 3 points of fire damage, though.
Okay. But you singe
oh.
its fur in a spot.
wait a minute.
At least a little bit.
No, I got a feature now. I actually get to add my
Oh.
charisma to that now.
Oh.
So that's gonna
Nice.
be 6 damage.
okay.
I remembered
So
things.
you scorch
What?
its fur. You scorch its fur, its hide, just like a little bit, and then like 1 second later, it just poof. It
Yeah.
puffs up into a
Oh.
larger flame.
I gotta spend a sorcery point to it, but screw it. I'm gonna do it for that one because I already said I did.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is your opportunity, Battle, to like get used to your new mechanics.
I
from level
appreciate it.
6.
Now does it look like that fire did stuff to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it immediately starts like rolling on the dirt, trying to put the fire out that's on its fur, and it does.
Okay.
It's just a firebolt after all.
And
But yes, that was effective.
And I think I'm out of Laura Lee's thing now, so I'm gonna move 20 feet up to be within Laura Lee's circle.
You're gonna
And
get
what?
10 temp hit points.
Thank you.
Nice.
Well
Did it
done.
move up at all to hit Laura Lee?
No, it hit Gar.
It is
He
in
met him.
Garwar.
It hit
Oh,
me.
guard.
Yeah,
Entire
no,
space.
I was. Yeah.
So
I
it's
moved all
still
the way up
50
to it.
feet from me.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll just use my my action to dash up and get in its face as well.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So
Right.
I'll do that.
So Watt dashes up to join their companions, and with that, we are back to the top with Orly.
All right. Let's see. I should probably deal some damage and give it a good chance to.
Oh, do
hit
I get
this
10 hit
thing.
points?
Oh, did you end within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you get 8 temp hit points.
Everyone's close enough to you now, I think, Lorelei.
Beautiful. All right. I believe I am going to do a guiding bolt at first level. So I'm going to need to do an attack roll.
All right.
Ooh, that is going to be, if I can remember everything here, a 18 to hit.
Oh, very much yes.
Sweet. So then with first level, that's going to be 46
Wow.
radiant damage going against this thing.
Uh-huh.
11,
I'm ready for it.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's going to be 16 radiant damage. And the next attack roll has advantage.
Ooh. Oh, that's great, since Garwar's turn is next.
I
Anything
might
else,
actually
Lorelei?
hit something. Was that everything, Lorelei? Did you have any?
Don't think I want to do anything else currently at the time
Okay.
being. I'm going to hold my ground and be here.
All right.
And I can't do better than 12, so I'm staying at 12 temp hit
Strategically
points.
observing the situation. Cool.
Mhm.
Garwar.
So I'm just trying to make sure. Obviously, I'm going to swing and attack at it.
Good.
Where is my? So I just take my battle axe and bam. 25 to hit, but that
Yes.
wasn't with advantage. No, that was high enough though.
Hey,
The
I
other
mean,
one was
again, see
not
if you get a
20.
crit.
Roll just to see if you crit.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was lower.
Okay.
All right.
So yes. You strike true.
Yeah,
Have at it, my friend.
For a whopping 4 points of damage.
Really?
How was that?
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Ah.
gotcha.
And then I attack again because I do
Right.
that.
Because fire.
22 to hit,
Yes.
and that's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And
Getting there.
I feel like, yeah. So on that one, I'm going to spend one of my superiority die to goad it. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Is this new?
No.
Did you use this last time? I don't remember this.
I didn't
There wasn't
always
really
have an
much to-
opportunity to.
Yeah.
Nat
Smush-
20. First
he
nat
smushed
20 of the
things.
evening.
Oh,
Goes to the chimera for a wisdom saving
Fine.
throw.
Boo.
You goad it, and it just blows a raspberry at you.
Yeah, it's too
Which-
dumb to
which
understand.
mouse
It's too
does
dumb to
that?
understand the insults
The
that I was
ram's head
throwing at it.
blows a raspberry.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, we're good for now.
All right.
We're good for now.
Then
You're-
with that, it is the chimera's turn.
you're going to get
which-
12 hit points, by the way. Temp.
Excellent. That just takes me back up to the 12 that I would have been at before when I only lost 5. Yeah.
This D6
Now-
likes you.
The ram's head, which was doing the raspberry, it kind of rolls back its eyes a bit, and then you see the dragon head also roll back its eyes. It starts blowing a raspberry, but then it opens its mouth and it comes out as a fire breath.
Ah,
That was
Scar.
So it was just preparing for that. All right, so let's see. This is going to be. All right,
Dex
let's see.
save.
Gar, Lorelei, and Watt. I want a dex save from each of you.
Oh, Garlock's not in the range?
No, I'm the way I'm picturing it in my head. He's like just outside of it.
Okay.
Like it's going straight past you.
Ooh. 17.
All right, let's hear those dex saves.
Ooh.
17.
17.
Okay, Gar, 17. Is it?
0.
I'm trying to
So
figure out what
17.
my situational bonus is here that it's telling me that I get for dex saves.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I've got shield stuff going on.
Oh.
I get to
Well, I
add
think-
my shield's AC to my dex saving throw.
Oh, that's
Uh,
nice.
So that is... Apparently it doesn't do that automatically for me. So give me one moment.
Mm-mm.
An 8.
An 8.
I'm
I'm
fancy.
gonna need a little bit better than that, buddy.
Wow.
Ah,
All right. So
Gonna
those of
need
who-
you to do a little bit better than that, buddy.
I need you to come
Okay.
in tomorrow.
for those dexterity saving throws. Garwar, you're going to take full damage for this as the blunt of the fire breath squarely at you, since you are right in front of it after all. But Lorelei and Watt, you do pass your saving throw, so you're able to like dodge roll out to the side, so you're only going to be partially scorched by this. So this is going to be Garwar 31 fire damage, Lorelei and Watt 15 fire damage each.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, and at that, the chimera is done, and we're gonna go to Garlock.
By the way, when you guys got all hit by that, like Garlock's doing that like worried thumbs up that Thor does in Endgame. Just, ooh, you guys got this. Okay. Let's see. What is Garlock gonna do? I've been trying to figure out this whole time. I'm just like, I mean,
You can
What
always
would
hold
Garlock
action.
do?
what would Garlock do?
He
I
would not
mean-
hold his action.
Yeah, no, he would absolutely not hold his act. Let's be real here, folks.
Sure.
You know what? Let's do a scorching ray. Let's have some
Oh,
fun.
One of my
This
all-time
is Scorching
favorites,
Ray,
folks.
baby.
Yeah. You BB.
do it.
Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be, and you know what? Just because it's Garlock, and I don't know if he'd actually know this. He just saw this thing shoot fire out of its mouth, so he's
Yes.
actually gonna use one of his new meta magic, which is transmutation. So he's actually turning this into an
Okay.
ice ray.
Ooh! Oh, I love it.
So let's see that how many I get 3 rays out of this.
Ice,
Okay,
ice,
so
baby.
first is Ray Liotta. That is, oh my god, 23 to hit.
Yes.
That's 19 to hit.
Also yes.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Ah,
That's gonna be a no, boss.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me. And I will be using my very, very special champions dice for these. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wonderful!
yes,
Hey,
yes,
that's a
yes.
great idea. I'll get mine out too.
Thanks, Eric. You're the best.
Yeah.
Everyone's got them but
Thank
me.
you, C&E.
All
All right, I've got my Idle Champions D6s now.
That's 13.
Cool.
Got my open hand.
Good idea. Trevor.
Yeah, that's gonna be 13 points of ice damage.
That is cool. Literally.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Garlock's voice gets real deep. He goes, chill.
Hey, Chimera, chill.
Yeah, he just does Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman movies puns.
love
That's
it.
all he does.
I love it.
I say that like he was in more than one.
Yeah, your freezing rays encase parts of it in ice, which then shatters. But during those brief instances of its body being locked up in different parts, you can tell that the chimera is a little freaked out by that. that this goblin just did that. Yeah, this was surprising. Okay, then we are down to Watt.
Hey, do I feel like each head is its own target? Like, do I feel like hitting one head would have a difference between hitting another head? Or like if I wanted to like deactivate the dragon head first, sort of a thing?
That's a
That
nice
is
way of
certainly
saying lopping a head
possible.
off.
I do bludgeoning, baby. What's up?
That is certainly possible.
Yeah.
Garlic,
They
by the
are
way, you have
altogether
12.
a single
Oh, thank
creature,
you.
but I would argue that it is certainly possible for you to designate a specific part of the creature that you wish to target.
So I feel like after the dragon opened its mouth, I want to close its mouth with a top and a bottom.
Yes.
No. Okay.
That was a mistake.
So you're trying to forcibly close the dragon's mouth
With smashes, with heavy smashes.
with smash attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my first attack ain't gonna do it.
Oh,
That's the
Well,
bottom one. That's the bottom one to is a 10 to hit. So
Yeah,
that's
no.
stabilizing at the bottom so I can close it from the top. He said, hopefully.
It
21 to
knocks
hit.
away your first attack with its
Yeah.
big meaty
21
paw.
to hit.
21 will connect.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh man, I should. So this is a superiority dice maneuver.
Ooh.
Can
yes,
I add
good.
it? Yeah. Can I have used it on my 10 to hit?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so going
You'll
back
find
to
me
that
a lenient
first hit.
DM. I just want you to do cool things.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a precision attack and add a D8 to my attack roll.
Okay. Tell me what you got.
So it was a 17 to hit instead.
That will, yes. So what does that look like for you to initially miss and then superiority die your way into actually connecting the blow? Can you describe what that looks like when Watt does that?
Yeah, so I came up under it, realizing that where I was going to hit it wasn't going to work. So split second, I flicked it and hit it in a different way. So
like
so
you
before
hyperanalyze
I
the
missed,
situation
yeah.
in like a blink of an eye. You brained
Yeah.
out how you needed to adjust.
So then boom, boom,
cool.
and I'm actually
He enters the
gonna use-
matrix and it slows down.
Yes. Watt has a matrix
And then
moment.
just switches.
I'm also going to use
Galaxy
distracting
brain Watt
strike
over
on
here.
my second.
Okay.
So I'm using 2 superiority dice in this attack. So distracting strike. Let me first do the damage for the first hit. Is a 8 damage. And then I'm going to, let me see if I got this right. I think I add a D8 superiority dice to my damage on this next one. That's right? Yep. Okay. So, sorry. So that's going to be 10 plus. Give me an 8 or 5. So 15 damage. And then if someone other than me attacks this creature before my next turn, they get advantage. The next person to. It was distracting strike.
beautiful.
Very cool. All right. So yeah, your attacks, you smash the dragon's mouth shut again.
Oh, and I guess bonus action.
It bites its tongue in the process.
Bonus action, I'll do 2 weapon fighting and hit him again.
Sure.
So when you do 2 weapon fighting, do I not add my modifier to it?
Unless you have a feat. No.
25 to hit.
That will hit.
So then 1 damage.
Okay. Hey, every point matters. That's a very old saying from my old group. We would say that every time. Every point matters. So many clutch moments based on a single hit point.
Wow,
Okay.
You get 12 temp hit points.
And these replace what we already had. They don't stack
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
If you can choose, if it doesn't if it's worse than what you already have, disregard it.
Hey, Laura Lee,
Yeah, they don't stack.
I've already lost those temporary hit points.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Did 12?
Yeah.
How do you all look? Is anyone in the party at half or under hit points?
No. I'm looking
I'm
real
good.
good, baby.
I lost 3.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm gonna have
let's
to
see what
polish
you do
my
about
armor
that.
later, but
No, Laura Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura Lee, your insight passive is 17, and you see a shift in the chimera's general attitude from hunger to fear.
Ah. Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the top with Laura Lee.
I have that same shift at times when I'm eating, when I get ready to run out of food. So she would recognize that real easily.
So Laura Lee, you become aware that the chimera has essentially lost its will to fight.
I'm going
It is
to
afraid.
shout out, I think this thing's gonna run, as I cast Bless, just in case it doesn't.
Okay.
So
It's good to have a backup plan.
Yeah, the 3 of you can get a D4 and add that to your attack or saves.
Ooh.
We are hashtag blessed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. It actually happened in the game. Fantastic. I'm so glad we have an emote for that now.
How do I add that on D&D Beyond?
Oh, just keep it in mind.
Yeah,
Just
you
remember.
just got to
it.
remember.
Yeah.
I'm so good at remembering.
They need a
And
box
then-
like the inspiration box for it, but they don't have it.
Garwar, you are after Laura Lee if Laura Lee is finished.
I am, and I only get 7 temp hit points.
All right, so
Gar, anything you'd like to do?
yeah, I mean, she says she thinks the thing is going to start to run. So to me, that means, well, we got to put it down quick. So, yeah, hold on. Gar's going to attack again with an 8.
Did you add a D4 to
Oh,
that?
wait, hold on. I get advantage because of Watt, and I get a
Yeah.
D4. Ha-ha. Remembering
Aha.
things. So that's 13 plus a D4. Oh, it's the little one at the bottom.
Be good.
14.
That actually hits.
Okay, excellent.
Dead on.
Beautiful. All our powers combined.
So that's 5 more damage.
Okay. It's really looking bad at this point, guys.
And I'm going to attack
It's
again.
wavering.
Hold on. Get out of the way. There we go. This time I don't get advantage, but I still get... I'm not even going to add the D4. That's a 19, so that hits.
Okay. Yep.
And that's 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And DM, just so I understand,
Yes.
still
Yes,
new to
player.
D&D. I can take my bonus action and then action surge.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Important to note, the action surge will not also give you a bonus action. It just gives.
That's
you
fine. I still get 2
Action
attacks off
surge
my.
Isn't a bonus action?
No,
No.
it isn't. No, it
No.
isn't. That's what I was making sure. I was making sure.
It
I
costs
know.
no type of action to activate action surge.
I
So-
saw what you did there, Lee. I
Mhm.
appreciated it.
because I am now a shield master.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the attack
Congratulations.
action. My bonus action, I can make a shove. To try to
Yeah.
shove the creature.
Okay.
Uh,
Just
let me-
push it somewhere else.
Not my
Well,
problem.
I kind of want. You said it was near a cart, and with
Yes.
people. Can I? I don't know the
You're
orientation
within
in my
walking
head.
distance of a ruined
I was just
cart
wondering
and a big
if-
tree and a dead
If I can
horse.
try to shove it into a place where it won't, it will
impaled?
kind of be pinned between me and Watt and some hard object. So
Yeah,
it
okay,
can't
I
really
like
run
that.
away without going through us.
Depending on how well you do, you might be able to basically corner it against the ruined wagon.
Okay. What am I rolling for this shove? I don't see a thing.
It doesn't
here.
say.
I'm looking, Mars.
All right,
And
I'll pull up
hey-
the mechanics for shove.
Hold on.
Isn't it like a contested athletics
It
check?
is
or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
yeah,
action.
yeah, yeah.
It's
But
an attack action where you
Garwar-
make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength
Okay.
athletics or dexterity acrobatics. The target
Part of
takes
our
ability
training
use.
as a team has included you getting this. So, Watt 221B showed you stuff about like leverage and where to pivot and things like that. So I'm giving you your inspiration on this one. To get
That
it.
means I can
Nice.
roll it again, right?
Yeah.
That just means me rolling it again.
Thank you, Lee, for being the first in the group to actually use the patron ability. I
Well, we got 24 days. I figured we're gonna get
Yeah.
a long rest.
yeah.
So this
Yeah.
ended up
Yeah.
once again the narrative maintains because
Oh no.
as you're trying to dwarf splain me about how to use leverage, like you're trying to tell a dwarf how to use
This is
leverage
similar
to its
training.
advantage, I got the same
Yeah.
number both times because your
Alright.
words just
Times.
fall on deaf ears. Like, why would it help? I got a 12. I don't know how
Is
that
this
compares to the
technically an
creature.
attack roll?
Okay.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
it
I would
is
get
an
my
attack
bless.
Action.
Yeah.
It is an attack action. It's not an attack roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
So it's
okay
still
then.
it's fine. 12.
It's a
12's fine.
strength athletics check.
It's contested, so I don't know what they got. We'll see what they get.
Yes. So now I will roll for mine. And I'm definitely going to go this one. Yeah, that's going to be a 21 from the chimera.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I don't shove it, but I
Just
immediately go
completely
right back
ignores your
into
shove.
I immediately go right back into attacking it with my action surge, and I hit it with a 20.
Okay.
And I do 7 points of damage.
I love action surge. It's like those rock star moment for fighters.
And then I
you said
and then
7 damage?
Yeah, 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I hit it with a 16, I believe. That hits, yes.
That's good.
And that's 6 more points of damage.
Okay. Sure. All right. Well, it's the chimera's turn. And at this point, the chimera uses the disengage action and tries to fly away.
It's fair.
60-foot fly speed. It used its action to disengage, so it is going to get 30 feet up and 30 feet out.
But we get to
from you.
swing at it, right?
No,
So
it's
disengaged.
Disengage doesn't.
Yep.
Who is it? There is something that overrides a disengage, but I bet I don't have it yet. Yeah.
Sounds like some monk shit.
Yeah,
So,
it does sound like some monk
if you
shit.
are committed to bringing this thing down, okay. But at this point, it
How
is
far away is
going
it?
to fly away from you if you allow it to.
60 feet.
It is 30 feet up and 30 feet out.
Oh, 3 feet.
I got a shot I can do.
Shoot your
It is
shot.
Garlock's turn if you choose to remain in initiative, or you could call initiative
Yeah.
now. And we
I
can
mean,
see-
Uh,
no, I'm staying in initiative.
Garlock is like
bloodthirsty out
done.
here.
Look,
And
this
not
is a
like
this is a
this is an
chimera.
initial encounter.
This is not a friendly creature. This is something
Nope.
that causes
Garlock's
havoc.
gonna go over to the
Monstrosity.
tree that had the
Evil.
screaming person in it, and a goblin in a wizard outfit with like still slightly flaming hands is gonna look up and then go,
Everything's fine down here. You can come down
And
now.
the
Garlock, hit it.
and the elf that's stuck in the tree sees you and goes, "Not again!"
What?
Garlock, the thing that's flying away. Shoot it. This is me
you know
me
what,
imparting
actually-
my training
okay, okay.
Garlock,
to
no, hey,
force
hang on,
Garlock
just-
to shoot the
hang
damn
on,
thing.
hang on.
guys, please.
Yeah.
Garlock, could you please give me a persuasion to see if telling this person this, you can get them to just calm down
17.
and listen to you. Oh, okay, great. You do have the charisma, after all. You are a sorcerer. Okay, so with that, the person will slowly clamber down the tree and say, "Oh, Clarence," and approaches the horse. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Thank you. Everyone, thank you. And since you're still in initiative, that's all the words that this person manages to get out.
So at that point, though, because I haven't used my action yet, when Garlock goes, Garlock, shoot it. Garlock's been training with him. He's been trying to do really good, but he's slightly tired of Garwar's BS, and so he's just gonna go, ugh, and he's gonna just hold up his hand and shoot firebolt without looking, and I'm rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, that is so cool.
I rolled a
I love
10.
this.
Oh, you add a D4.
I had a D4.
Please get a 4. Please get a 4.
2.
Oh! Okay. I like that too much to not let that have some kind of reward. So I'm gonna say that you clip its wing, and you're still looking away from it, and everyone else, you just see the chimera flying, and then one of its wings hits, and it just tilts and smashes into the ground. There's a little dirt explosion. It doesn't get up again.
Beautiful.
That was too good to pass up. I love that. All right, and with that, the battle.
That'll do, Garlock. That'll do.
That'll do. Okay.
And Garlock, because he did look, he's go,
Yeah, why?
And so with that,
I hope it learns its lesson.
the person, the elf that slinks down.
Is it
from,
dead now?
from the tree.
Did it die?
we don't know.
Oh,
We-
it's dead. You could wander
okay.
over there and check. It's not very far away. It's definitely dead.
Loot the body. Just kidding.
Okay, it has fur and teeth. You like teeth? How do you feel
You
about
like-
organs?
I do like teeth and organs.
yeah, Garlock will walk over to the person that's crying over the horse and just go,
Clarence.
Oh, sorry. We were just coming down the road. We couldn't say Clarence. Sorry, Clarence.
That's all right. Oh, my family. And the elf
Jesus.
moves over to the ruined cart and
this is Garlock's reaction, just
pries open the door, and you see a second elf and a child elf in the wagon, and they climb out, and the child, Daddy, are we safe now, Daddy? Yes, I believe we are. These kind heroes protected us. Oh, good.
Upon seeing the fact that this person
Is
went
Clarence
to the horse
okay?
first,
No, child. No, dear child.
yeah, Gar's just gonna walk. They're gonna be like, "Ah, great," and he's gonna walk over and just trying to harvest stuff off the chimera.
Okay, and that's fine.
I mean, if that guy had no interest in his family and cared about the horse first, Gar has no interest in him. So.
You can carve up enough meat enough to make provisions for the rest of the journey down south. It's a big creature.
I would go up to the family, kind of half ignoring the man, giving him a good side eye, and just being like, "Are y'all okay?"
And the other elf speaks up. Yeah, we're gonna be all right. Thank you. Can't say the same for Clarence. My father is going to be very upset about Clarence. That's okay. Horses can be replaced. Anyway, thank you. We are, I guess, gonna hike to the nearest settlement and find another ride. And well, we definitely can't carry all of our belongings now, so, and reaches down and picks up like just a sack of something and just hands it to you. Thank you for saving our lives. Hands it to you, Lorley. Well, we'll be going now. Come along, family.
Hey, Watt, did you have something that was in that pretty script that none of us could read?
Yes. See, here's where I'm torn. I kind of. Okay, you know that I have it put somewhere in the cart if you want to go grab it. But I went with Garwar not caring about these people at all. And I'm trying to harvest the glands from the dragon head for research. So feel free to grab the thing, but I also did not care about the people.
All right, and then in reaction to seeing that he's nowhere near me, I'll be like, okay, hang on. Don't take offense to this question, but can y'all read and write?
Oh, yes, of
Fair.
course.
That's
Trained
I
by
can
the
read
finest
and write.
Scholars
That's
of
it.
Baldur's Gate.
From the distance, you hear fair. Yeah.
Great. If would really help us out if you could translate something for us. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna run
Sure,
to the
my
cart.
traumatized family and I would be happy to take time out of our grief and assist you.
Once
I mean,
again,
you could have been dead.
we took time for you.
That's fair.
I also like the idea that Laura Lee walks away and just leaves them there with the goblins, just like,
Yeah.
hi.
Playing with the little fireballs.
Yeah, just
The
juggling
little child
fireballs.
likes you. Hello, goblin.
Hi, strange talking child.
Most
Yeah,
children
somebody's-
can talk, goblin.
That's not what was weird, but that's okay. Do you like onions?
Daddy doesn't let me eat onions.
Natural 1. Oh, I'm deathly allergic to onions, goblin.
And like Garlick's face slowly just say,
Oh,
Do you want a hug?
No, I might get it.
I like to imagine I come back and I hear that and I say, Garlock, don't touch the kid. All right.
Garlick's already backing away from the kid.
For
All
fear
right.
that you're just emanating onion.
Gotta keep things moving here.
Yeah.
Laura Lee, do you bring the document?
Yeah, I bring it and I bring a piece of parchment so that way they can write on it and
All right.
translate for me.
So they can translate, because of course they're elves, they know Elven. They can translate half the document, because like I said, it's written interchangeably in Elven and Undercommon. So
Right.
you have half the document translated now, which just seems like gibberish without the other half. So you will need the other half.
Perfect. Well,
But-
thank you much.
You've made
I'll-
progress.
Stay safe. Do you have a torch or something?
No.
She reaches in and just gives him a torch and lights it for him and says, just stay on the road.
Thank you, Twilight Cleric.
It's an odd child.
And they
Yeah.
wander down the road.
As we're walking back to our car, Garlick's gonna be like,
I'm worried about them making it to the next place, but I really didn't want to be around that kid.
He freaked you out, right?
He freaked me out a lot.
Yeah, something up is up about. I didn't.
I might have to bring that kid back in the future.
I was gonna say, if not this story here, he's the big bad in someone
he's
else's.
gotta be
adventure.
somewhere, right? Like,
It's
is a
years from
villain
now, though.
waiting to
It's
happen.
got to grow
This-
up. Yeah.
this kid is an agent of Vecna or something, man.
That day,
Let the villainy
day.
fruit ripen first.
Yeah.
All right, so you collect whatever materials you want from the Chimera's remains and reconvene back to the wagon and continue on your way. So ultimately, your arrangement with the merchant ends as you reach Borisker Bridge, where the friendly merchant hopes to negotiate with a contact before moving on. They
We long
vanish
rest,
into the
right?
crowd. At this point, you can long rest before heading off for the final stretch, which is only like a day to get to Subar from here. And Mars is very excited to get to the source of wherever this strange, peculiar energy signature is coming from. Oh, and helping people at the town, of course.
Right.
Okay, so long rest. And the next day, you gather together again and set off. At this point, you don't have a wagon to protect anymore or to carry your luggage, so you're just left carrying your own stuff at this point. Mars has a lot of baggage, so he would appreciate some help.
Mars does seem to have a lot of baggage.
Hey, you're not wrong. All right. That was great.
Gar's traveled with Mars before. Mars knows Gar does not carry his luggage.
Okay, that's fair.
he's
He
not a
asks
valet.
everyone except Gar. Good.
Real quick,
You look stronger than me. Would you mind?
Garlock is hidden under a giant case right now. Just
Fantastic. It feels like it's full of rocks.
probably is.
It might be full of rocks.
Magic rocks.
can Watt take a look at the half translated letter?
Absolutely.
Because I want to take a really hard look at it and see if I can, using like basically create a cipher for what's missing, like what is missing compared to what's not there. Because I've got half of a document that I can now read. I might be able
So
to
you're doing like a
figure it out.
cryptogram at this
Mhm.
point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like
My
to
grandmother
investigate
was
that.
all about cryptograms. so, okay.
Advantageous.
Like
That's
that's
cool.
yeah. At night
That's
or at the
actually
fire,
really,
that's
really
that's
good.
something Gar would be like peeking at occasionally.
Oh, would you assist?
I don't need it. I get advantage.
gets
'cause I have a
advantage anyway.
monocle on.
Yeah.
Amazing. Please give me an intelligence check to see how well you can just work with half the document to decipher the rest.
Okay, so first roll is an 18,
Correct.
advantage 24.
That's okay. I love this. This is what I really like about DMing in general. When the players surprise you with something like really clever, that's great. I was gonna make you find someone who knows Undercommon, but this is also good. Okay, so in that case, sure, you are able to figure out the rest from cryptogram context clues. So Watt, since this is a show, I'm not going to say it privately. I'm going to let everybody know. The document, which is written in interchanging Undercommon and Elven, includes instructions to intercept a messenger from Waterdeep at an exact place and at an exact day and time in the past. Then to go to another specific location to find a cache, which is described as containing a suit of armor, a forged document, and several magic gemstones, to then deliver these gemstones to a cleric at the Our Lady in Azure Temple on another specific day and time in the past, and to leave no witnesses. It is signed with a stylized letter M and bears the symbol of Shar.
Yeah, I'll basically, as I'm reading it, read it out loud to see. I mean, I guess would Mars go, ooh? I mean, this is.
I would want to. Do I recognize the handwriting?
No, you do
Okay.
not. You do not recognize the handwriting. Neither does Mars. He is very interested. So, this was the assassin's
Yeah.
instructions then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a little eerie about the very specific day and time and locations for everything.
Says the person investigating time travel.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
like they knew to go
exactly.
into that.
I mean, it seems on par for me.
Let me think about this for a while. And I'm going to get back to you about this one.
Did you try to time cop yourself?
I don't know.
That's why I asked to check if I knew the handwriting, because I have his journal
Uh-huh.
and I've traveled
Yeah.
with him. I would know his handwriting.
It is definitely not Mars' handwriting.
Oh.
Or at least not in the style that you are familiar with that he uses.
Was it in my book? Anything about this? Because that was from the alternate world. Because I don't think the cube we got was from the alternate world, but the book is. So I definitely
the book
remember
mentions the book mentions an assassin traveling to Waterdeep to assassinate the Chosen of Mistra
but
and
not
failing in the attempt.
Okay, great. If there's no further information, I don't cry.
Okay. So, with that, now that you have the contents, and that is a tantalizing thread for us to tug at later. The sun is just beginning its daily descent beyond the edge of the world as the road finally takes you to the edge of a quiet little town. A decrepit wooden signpost nearby reads, "Welcome to Subar," and crudely scratched into the pole just below it, someone has added, "Now get out," along with several
Okay.
images of rude gestures
Fair.
to drive the point home.
I turn on my heels and start walking away.
Fair point. All right.
What are
I
you
don't-
doing? No. Okay.
Just gently pull Watt to come back around.
Just in a circle.
All right. So, as you are standing here at the outskirts of town, like you can see, there's nobody. Just nobody. Ghost town. What do you do?
This is a place people live, right? Like live.
Yes. Yes. We had a request for the champions to assist with an ongoing disturbance. Just a general concern.
Is
For
the
the people of
general
Subar?
concern that there's no one here?
Yeah.
Well, the request didn't mention that. It arrived a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I think Garlick's gonna look around and go. "Hey,
So travel
I
time. You
think
mean a
they're-
few weeks before we left?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I
a
fear this
month
may have been a
or
time is
Or a
of the
few 10
essence
days,
situation.
excuse me. A few 10 days before we
A
left.
few 10
Sorry.
days.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Maybe we should check the
Can I just do like a
buildings.
quick snapshot, like perception? Do the old like computer program in the background. CS,
Mhm.
just like a good CSI lab scene.
Just formulae, just like drifting
Okay,
over the.
passively as a
screen.
20. You want me to see if I do better?
Sure. Yeah. Roll for it, please.
I didn't do. Oh, it was a 7. I thought it was a 1. 1.
Okay.
So 12 actively, 20 passively.
Gar
Uh,
rolled a perception
Nothing
check
jumps
just
out
'cause
to you.
He's scared.
Oh, go ahead.
Not scared, but he's like, no one's here. I got a 16.
No one's here. You see,
No.
like,
I'm just looking for danger at this point because it looks like a trap. So
there's. You notice some damaged windows and doors. Just like looking from the outskirts in. You notice like some signposts that have just been like pushed over. Crates and barrels that have just been like opened up, turned on their side, discarded, things like that. They're just general evidence of bad things happened here.
Do they look like humanoid things or?
Really can't tell from this distance.
all right. Well, if we're still standing at the edge, I'm gonna be like, well, Subar looks foobar. Let's go in and see what's going on. And I just start walking.
All right.
in.
Excellent. Okay, so you start marching into the ghost town of Subar.
Mhm.
And at this point, let's see, who here? Oh, that's definitely going to be Watt. And then that is also going to be Watt. And then that is going to be Laura Lee. So
Good things.
Yeah, there's some things happening here.
there are things
Noticing-
happening.
Good things.
You
are all
walk
that
into
ever
town.
happen.
And do you keep together or do you split up?
Keep together, I would.
I think
assume.
we don't split up, but after getting hit with the fire, because 3 of us were like up on us.
You keep some distance
Yeah.
just in case.
Well, because like if this is
Respectful
kind of like
social distancing. Okay.
if this is kind of like a Western town, I kind of assumed like maybe we would split up as far as like going across to separate buildings and looking in through the windows here
That
and
works.
there.
Like
I
you're
like
keeping
the
on
idea-
the same road with inside of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea that,
works.
Laura Lee would be kind of in the middle of the road, so that way
Okay.
she could keep an eye on the boys as
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
moving
that's
forward.
cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so Laura Lee's in the middle. Everyone else is like checking buildings as all 4 of you go down like one road at a time. Okay, I like that. So as you do so, let's see here. So Watt, you notice an unusually sizable presence of rodents in the area.
RUSs.
I don't think
Unusual
those exist.
sized rodents.
An unusually sizable presence, as
Okay.
in many.
Okay.
Many rodents, many rats. What you also realize that these homes, these buildings in general, have been left untouched for over a month now. Like just because of the dust gathering on things. You can tell,
So
like, oh, no one's been here in a while.
how much of a time difference between when Mars got that letter and how long it's been since people have been here?
You would gauge that it's been 2 months. 2 months since anyone has been inside this home.
I mean, did Mars get that letter to come help before or after no one had been here for that much time?
It seems to reason to you that it would have been about the same time.
Yeah. I mean, somebody sent the letter and it took 24 days to get
It took
to
a long time
Waterdeep.
for people to get down.
And then
here.
Mars sat on it for a couple 10 days.
Well,
And then
I'm
it took
just
us
thinking-
24
And then
days
there's
to
the
get
travel
back
time to get
here.
down. Yeah, a
So-
long turnaround for
There were
assistance.
people here.
Not looking great for the first mission for this
Well,
group.
it's just the difference between assistance and a trap.
Yep.
Is if someone sent this but like they sent this after people hadn't been
No,
there.
it's
Then
And
that's a legit
Lorelei-
good question.
yeah, that's why I wasn't asking like how long do we buff this up. I meant like,
Oh, gotcha.
oh, is this a trap? Am I
Yeah.
able to think this is a trap because
Well-
this was sent after?
Let me add something else in here. Lorelei, tell me this.
Mhm.
Are you proficient in survival and or nature?
Let's see. Survival and or nature, not
And
survival.
Watt, you may check for this as well.
And not nature. No, I'm not that kind of cleric.
Fun!
I am proficient in nature.
You are!
I love
Well,
it.
what? 3 for
I
3
take a
for
lot
you
of-
then. You
I take
get
a lot
all
of
bits
samples,
of
bud.
information for this.
I'm also proficient in survival.
But your insight is too low for this.
No.
Do you want me to
specific thing.
roll?
This
for
is
it?
a no, your passive insight plus the fact that you are proficient with nature makes you all clear for this. So Watt,
It's a beautiful thing.
you recognize also as you are studying the general area that there are tracks in the dirt paths around town, and studying them reveals medium and small humanoids moving at a fast pace, being chased by small animals.
Hmm.
I will relay that information.
Okay. And after you do so,
Can I have found it by a shop and then reached in and grabbed a bowler hat and a duster?
yes,
Yes.
absolutely yes. I love that. They're kind of ratty though, like discarded.
Love it.
You could get them stitched up somewhere.
Anyone got mending?
Or cemented. You feel a sudden sinking sensation. Something's not right. As
When
if
he
on cue.
mentions the amount of small creatures chasing, humanoids, I'm gonna cast aid on the three boys.
Appreciate it.
They're just tracks, right? They're not right there.
Just tracks.
Yeah, this is something that had happened. How long ago do I think it happened?
The freshest tracks you find are from just a few days ago. The most fresh.
Of people running. Like so.
Mhm. Of people running, being chased by animals.
Okay, so people were. This place hasn't been touched in 2 months, but there have been humanoids
People running in the streets.
running in the streets and being chased by copious amount of normal-sized rodents.
From what you can tell. Now, I have another thing to read out here. So, you feel a sudden sinking sensation. Something's not right, and as if on cue, a knotted round bundle of dried reeds tumbles past. In its wake, you see the silhouette of a lone figure, the sun to their back, standing some distance away. You can just make them out to be a medium-sized humanoid with a lithe build, wearing little or no armor, with a dusty dark blue coat, a crumpled hat, and a long tail, their hands at their side in a readied position. Without a word, the unknown figure's hands move with lightning speed to draw and level a firearm in your direction. The hinges of a flimsy door left open nearby, we'll say at the shop that you're standing at, Watt, creaks in the wind. You hear the drone of a single cricket. Time seems to slow to a crawl in that moment. Do you do anything?
We take our midstream break.
Have I seen
That's what we do. It's
Have
time
I
for our
seen it?
To get
midstream
to
break,
this.
folks. Yeah,
Mhm.
have I seen a gun before?
that's a very good question.
It's a very good
Pon-
question. That's
ponder
up to you,
that.
buddy.
Ponder that. While we all take about 5 minutes to grab some water. Everybody go stretch their legs. Bio break.
All right.
And we'll be
See you
we'll be
all
back
again
shortly,
soon for
folks.
the rest of Fistful of Death.
Woo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Storyteller Mars presents A Fistful of Death. We are in the second half of the show now, having just come back from our break. Hope everyone's having a cozy good time, and let's get right back in on the action. Cheers.
I'm ready
All
for
right.
my gunfight now.
Good. So basically a tumbleweed just went by, a door creaking in the wind, you hear a cricket chirping, and then a lone lithe figure silhouetted against the setting sun steps up and levels a firearm in your direction. And
I've never
with that-
seen a crossbow like this, so
This is a weird crossbow.
Yeah, my danger sense may be going off, but my investigating sense is too good. I'm staring at it, trying to reverse engineer it in my mind.
Excellent. So you are not expecting what comes next then.
Oh no.
Which is a loud bang erupts from the pistol as its shot rips through the air and streaks toward your party. There is a shot coming toward you, Watt, and then bang, a second shot immediately coming toward you, Garwar.
Were
Just-
Watt and I near each other or separate?
I've been like picturing you on like opposite sides
Okay,
of the
that's
road
fine.
here. Yeah. So one shot coming toward each of you guys, and at this point, it grazes both of you. Garwar, it grazes your left arm. And Watt, let's say it sure, it picks your hat off of you that you just put on. Mhm.
I love it.
So, hat goes flying off, and then each of you hear a thud from behind you, Garwar and Watt. You hear a thud just behind you as a thin trail of smoke rises from the barrel. Everyone, you see a scrambling flurry of tiny panicked feet from all corners of your vision. They were just like hanging on your periphery, along with a cacophony of startled squeaking. At this point, Watt and Gar, you turn to see the source of that thud behind you, and you see a strange, small, blue humanoid creature with rat-like features, dead on the ground, just behind you. Each is clutching an odd patchwork sack. You catch a glimpse of a dozen or more rats vanishing around corners in an absolute panic, squeaking through holes in walls and disappearing into burrows. The gunslinger then puts away their weapon and approaches calmly, spurs clicking with each step. And at this point, don't mind me.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I'm taking this off. All right. Mars is going to put on
Well, now
crap.
I'm
I'll take
putting
mine
this
off.
on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. Things are happening. Oh
Oh my God.
god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You now see that she is a tabaxi with
Yes.
hungry eyes.
She's got.
Hungry eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dust in the
at least I'm
wind.
not the only one that went there.
She introduces herself.
Her name is Dust in the Wind.
That's all we are.
Reckon y'all are new around these parts. Let's mosey over to the tavern for a drink and a jaw. Unless you want to get snatched up like every other tourist that wanders in.
Garlock's gonna point at the it was blue. It was a blue rat person.
That's right.
Garlock's gonna go, I know this is weird me saying it being the green one, but they're not supposed to be that color, right?
No, they are not.
Are they? Is it close enough to me? I
Oh,
can
maybe.
just scoop one up and meet them into the. Like, I need samples.
That's fine. You can pick up those samples and then catch up with the rest of the group.
Yeah, that's why my nature is high. Because I take samples.
Ah, very good.
Yeah, I
Those asking in the chat, this is not my actual hair. Come on, it's a wig.
That's
You see my guiding hand every week. This is not my hair.
This is not my beautiful hair.
This is not my beautiful house.
Laura Lee will put her hands down because she instinctively put them up, and she'll just be like,
Mhm.
"By all means, then after you."
Good to see reason in strangers. And she leads the way. while you gather some samples and then catch up with everyone. All right. So, Dust in the Wind, apparently, she also goes by Dust for short, escorts you to a larger stonework building, seemingly fashioned from repurposed pieces of an adjacent ruin. You note smashed windows, scorch marks, and a sign hanging by chains, one broken, one intact, dancing wildly when a gust blows through the street. As it spins to face you, in plain iron lettering, it reads, Winding Way. You follow Dust past the entrance and around the back to a cellar door buried under an illusory pile of debris. Once you're all safely inside the seemingly empty basement of the tavern, Dust produces a harmonica and plays a series of notes. All at once, people start to peek out from behind crates, barrels, and cabinets situated around the room. They appear frightened, miserable, and starving.
Ah, so here's the people.
What's left of them.
I've memorized the tones that were made from the harmonica.
Ooh, that's fun. I like that. I forget that you have that ability. That is a very interesting ability to have just in general. It's so universally applicable to different situations. I love it. All right, so Dust reassures the townspeople, and then she asks for Mag. Y'all know where Mag went? Anybody? Don't everyone speak up at once. And without any fanfare, another person rises up from behind a cobwebbed counter in the back. She is a very old lady, and Dust introduces her as Mag, the owner of the Winding Way Tavern. So, at this point, I kind of want to ask, do you guys already know anything about the little town of Subar?
No, I'm gonna
Would
say
you like
Garlock,
to
no.
roll an intelligence history check to see if your character knows anything about Subar? No, you want mystery.
There's
You know
literally
what?
no way Garlock knows anything about this place. Not a
That's cool.
chance.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I wanna.
It's an
I'm
option,
gonna
not a
basically go
requirement.
through my Rolodex of like the things that I'm programmed to know, kind of a thing,
Mhm.
like things that are maybe locked in my dream palace or my brain palace or whatever. I'll see what I know.
Oh, and just checking in, Mars is still with you. He's just been very like,
I
no
got an
idea
11.
what's going on. You got an 11. Okay, let's see here. With an 11, want you know that Subar is a lawless town on the tradeway south of Borsker Bridge. Visitors are encouraged to bring weapons to this wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Does
like
that?
I don't bring weapons where I go anyway.
I don't
This is
feel
not a
like
friendly
that.
place.
I don't feel like that computes with what's happening right now. The fact that the people that are here are together, working together in
Yeah.
a community to keep each other safe. So,
Given what you
that's
know,
what,
this is weird.
That's what pings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll question that,
Okay.
but I'll also ask if I can see Dust's crossbow.
And I'm staying by the door and just kind of watching outside while listening.
Dust tells you, you can admire it from afar, stranger. I don't even know your name yet. But
Can
we'll
you
get
just
to that real
Can
quick.
you just hold it? I'm Watt 221B. Can you just hold it like this, and I won't even touch it?
Oh, sure. And she sits down at a table, gestures for you all to join her, and she does, at that point, hold out her pistol and level it at you.
And I'm just now to the side.
Okay, she points at one of the other party members, always keeping
great.
at least one of you inside of it.
I like the idea that
Okay,
she
let's
points
say-
it at Garlock and then just he like slowly gets closer. What is that? Like eye right on the barrel.
So at this point, Mars speaks up, and Mag also sits at the table now. She has brought over cups of water to share with everyone, as well as some vials. You're not sure of what. And also some very stale white bread. And she sets all this down at the table. And says, oh, dear me. Oh, so wonderful to have guests. Oh, I love having guests. And Dust says, well, we don't know the details yet, but they know about all of us here. So let's find out if they're friendly. So far, they're all right. And they do have weapons, so maybe they can help us out. And if they can't, I always just send them on their way. So, y'all seem to be a little confused about what's going on here. Do I have that in the right?
Trouble. I kind of go over what I know to be the case. Like, you've been overrun with whatever those rodent creatures are.
Check.
They've been chasing people out. We assumed killed everybody. Good to know that's not the case. And I will literally do
Also
anything
correct.
that you guys want if you'll let me hold your crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay. We actually were sent here. Mars, do you have the letter by any chance?
Oh, yes, of course. And he scrambles for one of his many bags that you guys are carrying. Is it here? No, this one. He's trying to locate it. It seems that he has organized his things very poorly, but he is investigating his own supplies to try to recover the single piece of paper that you have requested him to find in all of his many belongings that he has brought.
Yeah. And from the door, I just override them. I'm like, look, we got a letter that said people wanted help here. We came. It took a while. There was a chimera, but we're here. These are at least smaller things to deal with. So hopefully there aren't lots of chimeras here too.
You got the letter. Fantastic. Well, then I presume you represent the champions then?
I don't know, Dust. You should ask Mars.
And like an advanced team. And at this
We're
point,
like
Mars is
the
kind of
other
like,
champions. You know, the other ones.
Busy.
Champion adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're what you've got.
We know them. We know of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like
Good enough.
Garlock means this in like the best way possible, despite how it's going to sound. It's like the champions are like apples, and we're more of an onion. Yeah,
We've got layers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, at that, Mag says, "Oh, of course," and hands Garlock one of the vials that she's carrying. And as you bring it close to your face, it smells of onion juice.
He's gonna
Just
start
pure
sipping.
onion juice.
you just
For
manifest.
flavoring. The people around the basement here are looking on like, hungry, want. Like
Do we
as
still
if this
have
is
any
the
of the-
last of their provisions or something.
Do you have any of the meat we got?
Oh.
Definitely. Yeah. But it's
I'll
up
give
to
you
you.
all of our meat if you let me see your crossbow.
Uh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Maybe
stop
not
me. I want that crossbow.
all of it. Maybe not all of it.
She's willing to take that deal after you help her save the town. And at that, she explains that she has essentially set herself up here as the sheriff of Subar.
So she's
Well,
the
as far
SOS.
as you know, Subar
Got it.
has no, she's the SOS. Subar has no government protecting force, any authority figures of any kind. So this is just a self-styled station that she has set herself up in.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah. I came here looking for a good time, place to lay low, and what I found was people in trouble. So I thought, well, what the hey? Might be fun for a grip. Why not? So here I am, Sheriff of Subar, and I plan to correct the little issue that's going on in here. Now, if you'd be so keen as to provide assistance in that regard, then of course I'd be willing to let you take a look at this beautiful baby right here.
Garlock lights his hands on fire and just goes, "Just point me in the direction."
Is there more to this? I mean, we're getting
I like
more than
his
just
attitude.
letting him look at that, right? Well, I mean, we came down here with some other reason in mind, and I look at Mars like glaring. There was some other like thing we were coming to do here than just look at this person's weapon, right?
Yes, the general disturbance that the letter reported. I suppose that was in regard to your rat problem.
Yeah, but
But
what was
I
what
have
was the
sense.
payment that we were supposed to be getting? Was there a payment, Mars?
Just the
Well,
hat changes.
Yes, there was mention of property, actually. And now it starts to make sense why Mars seems to have
Dust,
brought
is this true?
everything he owns.
Oh, you. All right. Well, we're here. Howdy, Sheriff. Good to finally fully meet you. This is what we came here to do, anyways, so I suppose let's get to it, yeah?
All right, then. That's the kind of spirit I respect. People of action. So, let's talk about what we know, what we don't know. Here's what we know. This town has been overrun with rats. Not just rats, big ones, small ones, funny looking ones, and shape-shifting ones. Y'all folks heard of were-rats?
Oh yeah, no,
Unfortunately.
I've dealt with them.
Good. Then you can save me the trouble of having to explain all that. So Subar's always had a were-rat presence from what I understand, talking to the locals here, but they've never been organized. They're organized. That's alarming. So, what we have here, some kind of were-rat gang that's been organized under some common goal, completely taken over the town. They have taken all the food, all the valuables. They have committed all kinds of atrocities all over this town and all over these people's lives, just trampling over these poor innocent people's lives. A lot of them cough as she says the word innocent. Arguably innocent lives.
They've also
You may notice
taken
there's
all
not
the
a lot of
blue.
people in here. They have been taking people. Now, I don't know why. I don't know what happens to them, but the rats roll up and the people are taken away. They sneak up on them when they're not suspecting it and off they go. They got these bags, magic bags that they're sneaking up on and catching you over the head and then swallowing you up and dragging you home, wherever that is. And sometimes when I shoot one down in the dirt of the ground, they turn into, well, I suppose what they're supposed to look like, which is those funny, mean, blue-looking ones. No idea what that is. And at this point, would anyone like to roll an intelligence history or arcana to try to identify these creatures?
I would love to
20.
attempt.
21
Sure.
history.
21 history. Okay.
Hey, I got an 18 Arcana.
Nice. And how about religion? If anyone wants to try that.
You religious sort, Garlock?
Nope. Okay.
Big no.
Well, in that case, so that was what was the history again? What was the
18,
history
I
result?
think.
18. Thank you. And it was a 21 Arcana.
No, I'm sorry. History was 21. Arcana was
History is 21.
Yeah.
Arcana. Okay. So okay, backwards. Got it. All right. So in that case, all right, you guys do know what rare rats are. They are one of many types of lycanthropes, which are humanoids that have been afflicted with a curse that grants them the ability, willing or not, to transform into a beast or a bestial hybrid form. In this case, that of a rat. Were-rats in particular are cunning, wiry, and sly. They can sometimes come together to create a clan that often functions in the same manner as a thieves' guild. And finally, were-rats are agile, can see in darkness, have a keen sense of smell, and like all lycanthropes, they are resilient to all weapons but those made from or coated in silver. Okay. Now, as for the little mean blue creatures, Your 18 Arcana is enough to recognize that this is a kind of magical humanoid, rare. These are Zvarts, Lauralee.
Oh,
Zvarts are small, blue, patchy-haired humanoids that mainly live in remote, isolated communities. They are able to communicate with all types of bats and rats. Mhm.
I explained this out loud.
Mars, Dust, and Mag all go, huh.
So,
All right.
I'm just
I've
standing by the
never-
door looking out, like just listening to this and just shaking my head slowly.
So
I've
what
never
you're
dealt
saying
with
is we
these.
have not just a rat incursion, but what were they called?
Svart? Svart?
From the door.
All right.
You got a bad case of the Svarts.
Yep. All right. Great. Sure. Why not? What else could go wrong?
This
I
really
tried.
stinks.
Oh.
I checked. It really is pronounced Svart.
Svart.
Svart. Xvart, by the way.
Ah. Yeah, that would be, yep.
Svart. This is canon creature in the Forgotten Realms. Did a lot of research for this. All right. So Dust is just taking that in. Like, this is an entire type of humanoid that she has just never encountered, and it's somehow connected to this problem that's going on. All right. So they're little mean rat talking people. And we still have no idea their motives then, huh? Doesn't sound like it. Okay.
I mean, you
So
call them a
far, I
gang.
have shot everyone dead that I've encountered.
Well, usually when you want to find out someone's motivations for something, you keep one of them alive.
Yep. Yep. So that leads me to my next question. Y'all want to help me catch a rat?
I'll have to
Sure.
see your crossbow first.
Not really, but we're already here.
All right. So if it buys your allegiance to the problem, Watt, then she rolls her eyes and says, "All right, fine," and tosses you the pistol. But I want that back unharmed.
Well, you need our help. We don't need yours. So I'll start taking it apart. Just not taking it apart, but I start looking like
She
I
is
open
mortified.
like a deft jeweler. I'm studying this thing, and
Okay,
then I'm
that's
like,
better.
close it back up, spin the barrel, hand it back. I now know everything about this thing.
Yes, you do. And I'm okay with that. All right, you pass it back. All right, that wasn't so bad. Here, I thought you were just going to rob me blind.
Do we have any silver? I ask our party. Do we bring any? Mars, you have literally everything you own. Oh, no, wait. Dust,
I do.
Quick question. Dust, quick question. You know
Yeah.
what? Never mind. Mars, do you have any silver?
This is the rest of the show, folks.
Yes, I can just check real quick. Oh, actually, yes. And he hefts up like a sack of silver coins.
Oh man.
All right. I'm
You can
going to
Melt
take
these
some
down.
time. Yup. I'm going to melt them down, and using my my jeweler's tools and stuff, I'm going to coat our weapons in silver. I probably won't coat I won't coat Gar's axe because I know that he wouldn't let me
Nope.
do anything.
Nope.
So I guess I'm the only one that really carries weapons. I will coat my weapons with silver.
I'll take
Okay.
it on my rapier.
Nice.
I will coat it, and it's beautiful. I've got a jeweler's kit, deft hands, and I'll even make some bullets for the gun and coat them in silver. And hand them to Dust, kind of as like a little bit of a flex that I figured out her weapon.
And yeah, she smirks and gives you like a very respectful nod. She's starting to come around on you. All right.
So
Just
I will
this
say,
too?
Mars, a DM question. I mean, I do carry Smith's tools. I am proficient in them. I could do my own, but I wouldn't let somebody else touch my axe.
Oh, that's fine then.
Right.
If you'd like to do this for your own weapons.
Yeah.
And this you guys doing this whole process will be like as you are
Downtime.
discussing and planning things.
Yeah.
It's a
So at this point,
montage.
Dust is saying like, all right,
So it takes some time to do it,
but
but
we need a
my
plan.
arm's sore. So, yeah.
well then we need a plan. How do y'all propose we catch one of these?
I'll go stand outside and wait for one to try and kidnap me.
I have one of their
I like that
sacks
plan.
they
I'm in.
use- I have one of their sacks that they use to their magic sacks that they use to scoop people up.
Oh good. We've been calling them grab bags.
Okay, well I've been calling them ball sacks.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, what?
No.
Grab
No.
back.
No.
I
That's
got a
not-
grab bag.
Okay, good.
Mm,
I like the
Good.
goblin's idea. You seem particularly snatchable. Small.
Been told that
compact.
before.
A few
Have
times.
you? All right then. So you're a professional at this particular sort of interaction then, standing out as bait. Okay.
Oh yeah, back
And
with
I'm
the
a professional-
Kragmaws, I was
yeah.
used for bait all the time.
I'm a professional at using him as
Good.
bait, so it makes a good team.
All right. So I suppose a plan is hatched, and very conveniently that Watt also has one of the grab bags that could possibly be employed for this.
Mhm.
So the plan is hatched for Garlock to go stand out in the road as bait. Okay. So how do you guys want to be like positioned for this? Dust says that they're probably going to sneak up from behind Garlock. That's what they usually do. Wherever we put them, they're probably going to come from behind.
Yeah, he was planning on just standing literally in the center of the main road.
Okay. Are you trying to attract attention or just?
Oh,
standing
don't worry, he'll do that.
there? Great. Looking forward to that.
Yep.
Okay.
Boy.
Dust is going to take up a position on a nearby rooftop and just kind of like lay down, have her pistol out, like pointed in your general direction. She's got a tarp over her, trying to stay hidden.
Is this going to be happening at night?
Oh, that's happening right
When do
now.
you want it to happen?
Well, we had to take time, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have taken a while for us to do the smithing stuff, so probably
Absolutely.
evening.
Oh,
So,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we would want him hanging out
Wait
there,
till
but
the
we
evening.
would want to be like attempting to hide in shadows to spring out
Right.
and catch whatever.
Mhm.
Could I make myself look like a statue?
I don't know. Can
Just
you?
like kind of power down.
Maybe. Give me a
Look like a
Charisma
mannequin in
deception
the
check.
in the store.
or
Yeah, yeah. I'll look like I'll look like a store mannequin wearing stuff.
oh, that's good. That's good. There are now. Like back in that.
No, no, no,
yeah,
no,
like
no,
people
no.
are selling their stuff out.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Like along the side there. Okay, okay.
Yeah, on the sides
okay.
of their shops.
That's fun. I like that. You just set up mannequins like out in the road.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
just
like-
one
like
of
they
them
do
is
on-
actually Watt.
yeah. They're like, hey, come on, get our clothes. You know.
yeah,
All right.
like not,
It's
not in
definitely
the
the killer.
road, but like down the
Mhm.
line of
Yeah.
stores, like right out, like like come in and buy
Okay,
our stuff.
gotcha.
Look at this.
That's
And
fantastic. I really like that. And Watt's just living statuing out here amongst them. That's good. Give me a deception roll, please. Charisma deception. See like how well you can pretend to be something you're not.
Looking to think if I can cleverly explain why I could use something else, but I can't think of it. I'm guessing I'm getting help from the town of like dressing up right, so I could get advantage, maybe.
Let's see. Dust would be
Then-
willing to help you. She's definitely done something like this before.
Okay.
She's good at deception.
First roll is a 2. Second roll is a 9.
I'm down for this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. When she's done helping you, you ask her like, so how does it look? Is it great? It looks great. You're gonna do great. Just try to stand still.
That I can do.
You just power down.
I'm on rest mode.
I think
Cool.
I have an idea.
Oh, speak up.
I can cast Leomund's tiny hut, and from the outside, you can't really see it, but from the inside we can see out. So I was thinking casually, me and Gar be literally right next to Garlock inside the hut.
Oh,
So we're like
cool. So you could just be there instantly
immediately
if you
within
needed to.
5 feet of him.
That's good. Okay.
And I think we should probably do it at night. And I will give the 3 boys and Dust eyes of night so they can also share my 300 feet dark vision.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot. You can see forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twilight clerics are amazing.
So
Why is
you're
it
not
so far?
you're not giving that to 3 boys. Yeah. Okay, good. 'Cause
Like,
I was gonna say I don't
Double
have
length
that.
I could understand, but that's like 5 times normal dark vision. That's amazing.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Twilight Cleric's really cool.
yeah, just establish like the night is not a problem. And
Another reason why we wanted to do this at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
For his part, Mars is actually going to, at this point, save me a lot of trouble and elect to stay behind with the survivors because these are people that are in desperate need of clerical attention.
Yeah.
So he's going to do that.
Yeah, he starts doing their taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you don't have a deductible this year. Terrible shame.
Ooh.
It
cannot
says here
write
your
off vials
occupation
of-
is career criminal?
Okay, so Garwar and Lorelei are going to be in the hut, 5 feet away from me, and Watt is going to be off just mannequin
Pretending to be a mannequin, which is really great.
Yeah.
Dust will be on a roof.
Okay. So at night,
Yeah, how do you start this whole thing off? Because you're the star of the show right now, Garlock.
Garlock is going to shoot a firebolt straight up into the air,
Okay.
and then go, "Oh no! That was my last spell slot. Stupid me!" And then he's gonna turn to face the tiny hut and just be like, "Well, I'll be ready for anything. Only
Really?
facing this part of the road, because I know behind me is safe."
I'm sorry. That's great. You're gonna make me need to get my inhaler. That's fantastic.
Shall I roll a deception check?
Anyone who like looks up to see like Dust like hanging over the edge of a roof, like she just like goes limp for a moment and then collects herself again and takes aim again. Yeah, go ahead and give me a deception, buddy.
You've got like really good charisma, right? So you're gonna
Yeah, it's a dirty
Sorcerer,
20.
yeah. Ooh. Okay. All right. Sure. Let me just roll in general for the entire Were-Rat clan. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how this actually plays out now. So let's see here. Garlock, I see your passive perception is 10. Is that correct?
What is passive perception?
My passive,
Alrighty.
my passive perception's really good though.
Yeah,
Yours
no,
That's why I'm out.
Also,
is
again, I'm
exceptional.
facing the hut, to which I'm assuming they're facing me.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
purposefully faced the hut and been like, I'm just standing this way.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So, Watt, then, you are the first to notice approaching, and they are just completely ignoring the mannequins. Every now and then, one of them looks over and imagine a rat with a raised eyebrow, but then turns away and ignores it and keeps up with the rest of the group. So there's just like a group of about 6 rats, and one of them is a bit of a blue tinge to their fur. And they are kind of darting in and out of alleys around any like obstacles, crates, barrels. sometimes going over rooftops and then back down walls and then like across the road. They're taking an extremely roundabout route to get over to Garlock, but eventually they do. And what you just see them coming up behind Garlock. And
I'm clocking the blue one. That's basically it. That's all my focus is on the blue one.
At this point now, Lorelei, can you and Garwar see out of your tiny hut?
Yes. Yes, we
Okay,
can.
then at this point, you also see the rat pack that is sneaking up behind Garlock, and they just look like normal rats. One of them's kind of blue,
They're walking up like this.
and then you see them like all like Hulk out essentially and raise up, and now they are in their hybrid bestial forms. They are indeed were-rats. One of them, again, blue fur, is holding a stitched together patchwork bag and is just like tiptoeing up behind Garlock.
Good thing
raising
I'm
the
not
bag,
looking
like
behind
opening
me.
the hole
Anything
and
could
just
happen.
like slowly lowering the open bag down over his head.
Yeah, and I throw an axe at its face.
There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna try to.
It took me a while because I was debating.
If anyone wants to just launch into
But-
ready to actions, this is a good time.
So
I'm gonna try to
Yes.
swoop him with the bag.
So
All right.
Garlock or Garwar jumps out of the hut
No,
just before.
I don't have to jump out.
Nope.
No,
I just throw the
know.
axe out.
Okay, that's
Oh.
even better. That happens just before Garlock was gonna drop a orb from the necklace of fireballs.
This is my hand. Yeah,
That was
This
his
is my hand
contingency
axe.
plan. If the bag went too far over,
it's getting the sun bag's getting
Starting to
real
see
low, little
darkness.
fella. Yeah.
the bag's
Yeah.
getting real low.
Oh boy.
Laura
glad we
Lee's
got
gonna
to the
cast a
scene.
spell.
What do you cast, Laura Lee?
She's gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay. Tell us what that does, please.
Yeah.
For anyone in the audience who doesn't know.
Her eyes will go black, and as the moon is above, silvery beam of pale light shines immediately down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range, pretty much right behind Garlock.
So you're just gonna moon fry these rats then.
Yeah, so
All right.
it's
As
engulfed in a
Garwar chucks
ghostly
an axe
flame.
out, and Watt's like charging out to get at them.
I
And-
think my action will be a goblin disengage.
Okay.
Super runaway.
Yeah. Runaway plus.
Yeah, with
So I had
Moonbeam, by the way, a shape changer is disadvantage with that saving throw.
Oh snap! You are particularly equipped for this adventure, Laura Lee.
I am.
No,
I should have looked at your spell list when I was coming up with this. Fantastic.
I had a 24 to hit with my hand axe.
Yeah, buddy.
Just-
That's gonna hit
yeah.
an unsuspecting were-rat.
Okay.
So you throw your axe at it, and that's gonna go through. Laura Lee is also gonna be channeling Moonbeam here. And Watt, you said you wanted to do something as well?
Originally, I wanted to try to catch the one that was trying to catch Garlock in the sack that I have grabbed, the grab bag
Mhm.
that I have. I wanted to take the one trying to take Garlock so we could question him. But I think
Well,
a
you
hand
certainly
axe,
still could.
well, I think a hand axe and
I
a
mean-
moonbeam is gonna disintegrate
Well,
it.
didn't you say that there were
They might.
several of these
Yeah,
figures?
there's
Like,
multiple.
grab a
of them.
different one.
At least
Of the
six.
blue ones?
Just
How many
one
of the blue?
ones.
Right, that's the one we need.
Is the blue one holding the bag?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's going to have an axe in the face, but that was
Okay.
only 6 damage. So
All right.
It's
Well,
more of a
that's definitely enough
stunning
to
strike.
Stop it from lowering the bag.
yeah, it's just a distraction, so you can drop your own bag on it.
Like
Is
it,
the
it drops the bag. And
can I try
Moonbeam?
to get that in before the moonbeam hits?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if it's gonna work after the moonbeam. So let's do yours then. Watt.
Yeah, go for it. I can move it so that it works.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's going to be like a contested strength something or other, and that's not going to
All
do
right.
great for me. But right, isn't
Well,
that?
let's
I
see
mean,
what you got.
I'm trying to
Hmm?
grab it with a bag.
Sure.
What is
right.
that a roll?
Well, it's actually a saving throw on my part. Because I actually have this item statted out.
Oh,
Oh,
imagine that.
Oh,
glad I
wow.
grabbed one.
Me prepared? Huh. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw here. Pass. Thank goodness. Okay, so the were-rat, the blue were-rat, does notice the bag coming down as the axe like takes it in the shoulder, and it like just goes back, and it looks up and it sees a bag coming down over it. So it just willfully drops to the ground, rolls, and stands back up very quickly, and draws a knife.
And then gets hit by a moonbeam.
And then immediately gets hit by a moonbeam.
Con save
how's
throw
that
with
gonna go?
disadvantage.
All right, dexterity.
Con save
Oh, great.
with
Yeah.
disadvantage, please.
Yeah, everyone knows famously were-rats have an excellent constitution. Oh, okay. That's going to be a nat 20 for the blue one.
Biscuits.
That was at disadvantage?
It is not. Thank
Oh.
you. With the disadvantage, I rolled a 6.
All right.
So even with my pluses, that's going to be a no. So you
That's-
got me on that one.
Heck
Let's check for
yeah.
the rest. All right, a 2.
Okay,
I'm just rolling up all the other ones together as one collectively. So yes, they all failed. A 6
I
and a
rolled
2.
I love it.
17 in radiant damage.
Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Do they survive that?
All we need is the blue one.
All you need is blue.
I mean, we can choose to do. Well, no, I guess maybe with Radiant you can't. choose to
17,
do
you said?
non-mortal damage.
I said
Yeah.
17, yeah.
Okay. They are all. I'm not a huge fan of 4th edition, but I will say that I like that they had the term bloodied to represent under half. They are all bloodied, all of them. So
Cool.
yeah, they just your moonbeam just broosh, shoots down from the heavens. They were
Great.
not prepared for that. And at that point, they, I suppose, are rolling for initiative.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think it's about that time.
Woo!
Woo!
That was a diagonal.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh
Oh,
no,
Gar.
this isn't great.
I had a great plan too, but my initiative failed me.
Yeah, put my
Did
glasses
it?
back
Did it?
on. I can't see anything without
Oh,
my
it did.
glasses.
It did. I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay. Oh, jeez. All right, so, Garlock, what'd you get for initiative?
18.
Oh, that's good. Okay. And Garwar?
3.
Oh, that's not as good. And Lorley?
21.
Oh,
Blackjack.
and what?
Blackjack. 14.
Okay.
I just want to shout out one of the comments. Sung in a blues jazzy style. It's a marvelous night for a moonbeam. Yeah, that was good.
Mars Felicite.
Right.
And okay, then there's Dust needs to roll. Oh, okay. Not fantastic, but not the worst. And
I just remembered something
There
my
we go.
character could do.
oh yeah,
I could give someone advantage in their initiative roll
Mhm.
for time, and I definitely would have gotten Watt because he was the one that was like trying to bag a man.
That's true.
Should I roll?
yeah, that's
Get
fine.
advantage.
Yep. Still 14.
All right.
All right. Well, in that case, we are now in initiative, and this is essentially a chase scene. If you've ever read Chapter 8 in the Dungeon Master's Guide, then maybe you've read through how chase scenes work. Your objective is to catch, not necessarily kill. So, how do you want to play this out? Starting with Laura Lee. The
I
Rat
would
Pack
like-
is all completely caught off guard, and they're all at least half health.
I would like to adjust my moonbeam so that way, using my action,
Mhm.
moving it so it has as many of them as I can, sans blue one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
And then
They're
pretty
all
much how
pretty
it
much
works.
together.
Yeah, how it works is that when they start their turn there,
Okay.
then they'll have to make the save again.
Oh, fun!
Yeah,
They
this
just
lasts
might
for
not
a
survive
minute.
the first round. A minute?
Yeah.
Laura Lee's just moon microwaving an entire group of rats. Okay.
She did not come
It's
here to
a
mess around.
laser.
Well then, Garlock.
How far away is the blue dude from me? Because I
It's
did disengage.
directly in front of you.
Oh,
or
yeah?
behind you.
Okay. Then I think what I'm gonna do, because we want to take this dude alive, and Garlock doesn't
Preferably.
have alive spells. So I think what he's gonna do is he is gonna pull out his dagger and bop this dude on the head as hard as he can with the hilt.
I love it. Okay. Good. Please give me that attack roll.
Oh boy, yeah. Let me see what this looks like, because I've never done that. Okay, that's not bad. Not terrible.
This is technically like an improvised attack because this is not how the weapon is meant to be used, so that would be disadvantage. But also, they were not expecting you to be aware of them coming up on you. So I would say that you have counter ambushed them, and so you would have advantage, so it kind of cancels out.
So just
25.
roll. Yeah.
25? To bop it with a dagger. Bop it. All right, well, you bopped it.
Yeah.
Twisted.
You boop the snoot.
What do I do for damage?
Just give me the regular dagger damage.
Okay.
Whatever you'd normally roll.
I rolled the max possible. I got 7 points of knockout damage.
All right.
Is it
And
silver?
the blue rat goes down.
Well, he's unconscious. That's all we needed.
No, it's perfect. I love the idea of this goblin just going. Bang!
All right. Watt made a good point. Is the blunt end of your dagger silver?
I mean, it probably wouldn't be, but this is more of a cranial thing than an actual damage thing.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know. Does it require the wall to be silver to knock someone out? Do you need a silver wall to knock out a werewolf?
I
mean, how
that's
deep
pretty
into this are
metal
we
if
gonna
that's
go?
true.
I mean, it is
yeah.
pretty metal. Let's not.
Anyway, here's Silverwall.
All right, I'm gonna let this happen because it's too funny to not have Garlock just immediately lights out this were-rat.
And I'll just stumble into the hole of the bag.
There we go, and it just just falls backwards directly into Watt's grab bag. Very good.
And I'm just all like, all right, kill the rest.
Just tie that up and we're done. All right, that's Garlock. Watt? You got a bag with a rat in it. You've got a bag of rats.
I heard kill the rest. Does the bag cinch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it cinches up after, like of its own accord after
Oh.
the creature goes into it.
Well, I'm sure that they deal with people trying to get out of it all the time, and it's very difficult. So I'll just put it to the side
All right.
and listen to Gar. Just start popping it.
I would be careful not
Okay.
to go into the moonbeam, just as a heads up.
He would know.
Sure.
I think
I
didn't
would-
you use that before? I think,
I think so.
Yeah.
We've also been training together.
You've been
so-
training together. You should be aware of each other's abilities at this point.
Yeah.
First hit is a natural 19, 26. I'm just going to roll my
It's definitely gonna hit. Yep.
attacks.
All right.
14.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
More than 14. 18.
So yes, that will. Okay, yes.
9
What's your-
damage.
What's your minimum damage when you attack one?
5.
And your weapons are silvered, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Then you take out 3 rats.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I wasn't gonna.
They were
And
already
then-
doing bad.
Yeah. Are they?
Not particularly tough creatures, were-rats.
Do they look like since we caught their thing, they're gonna try to bail out?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna just grab the bag and start heading towards.
All right. It's Dust's turn, and she just like stands up on the rooftop, like, really? Why couldn't y'all been here sooner?
Yeah, this wasn't hard.
I have been working these streets for a
Scheduling
month or more.
scheduling
I've
can be
lost
really
track
difficult.
Of time. She just hops down off of the roof and lands. She's a cat lady, so just lands and stands up and done and dusted. All right, let's pack up back to the tavern, y'all.
Did you say done and dusted? You use your own name in your call sign?
Maybe.
That's cool.
Oh,
All right, let's lock this up.
good. She
That was you,
likes that.
Dust. That was you, Dust. Here's your gun.
Fantastic. All right. Well, do you guys dispatch the rest of the were-rats or let them scurry
Yes.
away?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as their turn
They're
starts,
done.
I think that's pretty safe. They're dead with the moonbeam. Yeah.
Yes. As soon as their turn begins, with those who are still there have like 5 or less hit points left, and they are done. All right. So with that, you guys pack up back to the tavern. Now, you have a rat in a bag. What do you do with it?
Give it to Dust.
The age-old question.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't been bothering my town. I hand it to Dust.
Yeah, all right, sure. She takes the bag, and there's a side room in the basement here. She
Yeah, I mean, I
goes in
think we
there.
just prepare to restrain it and question it. I mean, we're going to ambush it. It's not going to have a whole lot of chance here.
So you guys like position yourselves in the room, and Dust is in there too, and then like unceremoniously just dump out the contents of the bag, which is just a blue were-rat, looking very surprised and worried. And at this point, the blue were-rat, like, very quickly judges its situation and then coughs. I don't want any trouble.
Bit late for that.
Okay, fair. I was following orders.
That's not a valid excuse.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Have mercy on a poor, desperate individual down on his luck.
I do
Here's
have a
the
question.
question.
No, I do have a question.
Took,
Go ahead, what?
the people you took, are they
Yeah.
all alive?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there wouldn't be any good dead.
And they're safe. They're not harmed or hurt.
Oh, yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay. How you end up after this conversation going to have a lot to do with how they are.
Yeah,
But-
you know, I wasn't born yesterday. I'm kind of aware of what's going on here.
Nah, I
No
see what you
way
did
I'm
there.
getting out of this room without making some friends. So, my name's Pim. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. How are we doing this?
Are just a general question. Are you all, like all of you, in a guild or a union?
It's a clan.
Clan-
No,
okay, so
we-
it's
we-
not a
we-
union. Okay, I don't like
no,
breaking up
no.
unions. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, no, you don't got to worry about union busting around here.
Okay.
No.
All right, then have at him, folks.
Oh,
Um,
oh, wait, I got a lawyer.
Not in this town, you don't.
Well, where are you keeping them? The villagers.
Right. So we got an underground layer. We're rats.
Be
Probably
specific.
stands to reason. Yeah. We got a pit in the layer. We throw all the bags in the pit.
I didn't ask what do you do. I said, show us on this map over here how to get to your lair, how many people
Oh.
there are at your lair.
Yeah. Okay. There's literally dozens of us. I can't count very high. I'm not sure. That being said, I can point on the map. Okay. So where is the tavern on the map? Here. Could you just, like? kinda
It's at
show
that
me
little
where
thing
we're at
that's
right now?
marked "You are here." It's like right
Oh,
there.
okay. So then, and Pim, the were-rat, puts his finger squarely on that dot and moves it about an inch. Right here. But like down.
Is there an entrance, Pim?
There's a lot of holes, a lot of burrows that we can fit in because, squeak squeakums. But you guys probably not. Yeah.
I think Garlock's just gonna narrow his eyes and just go, "Why?"
Oh, cause okay. So Suba, Old Town, right? And this is just what I've heard. This tavern was built with the stones from the adjacent ruin. Okay, that ruin is called the Black Abbey. It's an old temple of Bane, but a lot of people don't know this. Very old temple used to be for Razavort.
Can I do a religion check?
Yes, you can.
And Garlock's gonna go, "I know some of those words."
Okay, that's 13 plus 3. That's going to be a 16.
Okay. The first Svarts were clones of Razavort, a fiend that stole a crystal of godly power from the demon prince Grast. Many Svarts are driven to do his evil bidding against their will.
Oh, boy. Okay.
It's the god of rats.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
I've been playing a lot of Vermintide. I'm here for this.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Allie, cool. Laura Lee, shit.
No, smart.
Excellent.
D&D Warhammer or D&D Gar is down for this. Warhammer Gar is down for this. Yeah.
Yes.
All of me is here.
All right. So, essentially, what's going on here, as Pim explains, is that the were-rats have been capturing all of the people in town to sacrifice in a great ritual for summoning their god, Razavort,
Yeah, we got
to
to
the
stop
material
that.
plane.
Yeah, like quickly, maybe.
Anyone got a shovel?
You got a moonbeam.
Doesn't do crap against
I mean,
dirt.
they've got to have a path to get down there. We just take their path.
Yeah, okay, we have a slightly larger tunnel. You know that sign out there that says get out? Just pop up that sign, and that's how we drag the bags in.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
And Guard just starts heading for the door.
Garlock is gonna ask one more question.
Yeah.
Can the people be hurt while they're in the bags? Like, what's happening?
Nope.
They're safe in the bags?
We've tried.
Okay. So what you're saying
Other
is...
ones have tried, not me.
What you're saying is if, just, off the top of my head, like a fireball went off around it, they would be fine.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Good. You have a nice day.
Why do you
Bye.
ask? Okay. Am I good to go, officers?
I scoop him in a bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
going
best
back in the
plan.
bag, and he's staying in the bag
Garlock,
while we
hit
go
this
deal
with
with this.
fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Garlock, hit this with fire.
Test it.
We'll hit it with a firebolt.
Okay, the bag is destroyed, and the were-rat falls out.
Okay, but he's cool.
You know,
Okay.
one shot.
So you get one
fireball.
shot.
Okay.
All right.
That's good to know.
Hell yeah.
So let's fast forward. You guys head out to the outskirts, pop up that sign, find a big tunnel, and you got to squeeze. Most of you.
I mean,
Garlock, you're
two of
fine,
us
actually.
don't have to.
You might want to take point. Oh yeah,
I like
Gar,
the
you're
idea
probably
that,
fine
that,
too.
that
Little
Garwar just
uncomfortable.
like pulls his arms in, leans over, and just like falls down like a statue through this hole.
I mean, I'm used to underground
Dirt
tunnels.
slide.
I'm
Oh,
used to
yeah, true.
underground tunnels.
All right.
Not a big
so
deal.
you get down in there, and at this point, you come out to what appears to be an underground chamber deep beneath Subar. There's no light here. Not a problem, probably, for you guys. You have a
How
twilight
long
there.
does that vision last?
An hour.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
you're fine.
By the way, Gar, you have the initiative bonus now.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good.
Give
Give it to
there are
the
several
tank, yeah.
tunnels
Help.
leading away from this room, and there's a putrid smell that is drawing your attention to one wall, against which you see several buckets supporting a ladder laid flat, topped with various cloths. Given that and the additional food stores that you see, you surmise that this particular room is used as a larder. At that, you see several rats scurrying around, but they seem to not be paying you any attention. And so at this point, do you have the were-at with you?
No.
No, you left mine.
And I'm in front, shield out, axe out.
All right.
Normal dwarven routine for moving through a tunnel quickly
Okay.
to get to I'm not necessarily being quiet. Dwarves don't need to be quiet. They just move. That's what we're doing.
So
We're not a stealth
there's
group.
only one
No.
other chamber. Oh, Dust is with you. She's not missing this. She is living for this.
That's fine.
Do we want to be loud? Do we want to like pull them to us?
I'm a walking piece of armor. There isn't
Okay,
quiet
but
going on.
behind Garwar, Garlock is going, bring out your bags.
Bag check.
There's only
Back check.
one other chamber in this whole complex. Like, they don't expect guests. So you find what appears to be an underground theater with tiered seats of molded stone facing a large stonework stage. In its center is a yawning pit, and muffled moans can be heard echoing out from its depths. Precious gems, coins, and miscellaneous treasures are scattered about the stage. As you are taking in the scene, you hear a booming voice that drips with malice echo throughout the chamber. Ah, my lord spoke of your rival. All is as was foreseen. Just then, a larger, older were-rat wearing an embroidered robe leaps from a balcony above the stage, drops down, and takes a bow. Welcome, dear guests, to your doom.
Welcome.
And I
to
just charge him.
Fireball.
I just charge him. Yeah.
He was going to do a whole villainous
I know this.
monologue, but all
Nah.
right.
I know how this
Like,
goes.
chance. So-
I
Yeah,
charge him.
sorry.
Garlock fireballs over my shoulder. This is standard operating procedure for this group. This
This is
is
amazing.
yeah.
Yep.
In
Yeah.
fact, you know what? It's such
Yeah.
standard operating procedure that we've practiced this to the point that
Yes.
Garwar knows how to use my fireball as a distraction to
Yes,
get
yes, 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 yes,
advantage
yes, yes.
on that attack.
God, I love team attacks. That's the whole reason you have this patron ability. I am a sucker for team attacks.
If you will let me flavor it, I think I have a thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
Please
just gonna
make
run
this
in and
fun.
attack. And let me give the.
You see that pit here, by the way.
Mhm.
It's just in the middle of the stage, like behind him right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a 21 to hit. So
Yep.
I'm hoping that hits.
Oh, I really got to drive up the stats for these things next time.
You don't though.
I
You
think
it
you
on.
said that last time.
You really don't.
Yeah,
Probably end up saying it every time.
Things.
So yeah, that's going to be. Oh, sorry, I scrolled off the damage. 7 damage.
Okay.
On the first one. It's going to be a 24 to hit on the second one, so that's
Yep.
10 more damage.
I picture this like he had just opened his mouth again to start monologuing, and then just Garor out of nowhere. Not giving him a chance.
Yeah. And then I am that second one. He's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. What's the DC?
14.
That's a fail.
Okay, so that's goading attack. He has disadvantage on all attack rolls other than targeting me.
Sure. Okay. Great.
And I will just brace up right there and be like, "You talk too much. Come do this."
Now,
And just
Garlock,
glare
I
at
think
him.
your half of that team attack. What is that?
Fireball.
Just chucking a good old fireball.
That would have
there's-
hit on my way in, so I would have been racing into the flames that were roiling out from that, which
really
is
cool.
why I hit
Yeah.
him.
All right. What's the DC for your fireball?
That is a 15.
That's a fail.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah. So basically, I got to hit him twice so
You hear
hard
all this?
because
You hear all that?
it was just fire.
Oh, that's a good sound. You gotta love that
Love that
sound.
A lot.
Oh, that's
Rattle
several
those bones.
sixes.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Love it.
That is 30 points of fire damage, but you know what? Let's go ahead and add. It doesn't say that I've got to do that. Okay. I'm gonna add 6 extra points from Fury of the Small because you said he's a large were-rat.
Yep.
And I'm also going to add 3 more, so that's gonna be 39 points of damage.
39 total.
Yes.
Okay. How much health does he have?
I mean, after the both of us, not a lot.
It's just, I
Yeah,
really
and
just
I'm-
need to check.
I'm diving in after.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Should we roll
I was gonna say roll for initiative after the monologue. This is basically a surprise round, so yeah, do it.
That's a net 20.
Oh God.
My God.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Give
roll.
up.
I'm
I
gonna
surrender.
roll. I'm gonna roll.
And he rolled it in D&D Beyond too, so you can
So you-
absolutely
so there's
see
proof.
it.
That's amazing.
Okay, so all 3 hits are gonna hit.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
You said
So
your
what-
minimum damage is 5.
Okay, hang on. He
Oh
did
no,
he
no,
did
I,
he didn't say the thing though.
Which is
One of those 2 of those are crits.
only,
Two are
2 of
crits?
them are
Two
crits.
Yeah. What? Coming in hot.
you're not gonna get. Can I be real?
Yeah.
He has 10 hit points left.
Can I describe how he dies then?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can describe how you take him down, but I
Right.
do need to give him death words.
Yeah, that's
fair.
fine.
Yeah, that's totally
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay, so flavor wise, so I'm running in
Oh, you
behind
get a
this,
turn.
and I have my batons or my canes, and I start as I'm running, I throw one and then I throw the other one. So it basically hits him in the throat, They both fly back into my hands, and I just jump down and knock him down
Love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
critically twice.
That's so good.
I want to roll my
Okay.
damage.
No, don't.
It was
Cool.
enough.
Well, so at this point, the rest of the Werat clan would have been under instruction to have like funneled in after the monologue, which would have been around this time. So all of the theater seats are now filled with many rats who start squeaking in unison. And then they notice, oh, their leader's already down. A lot of them just kind of like nervously, awkwardly look to each other and like fall off of squeaking. Some of them like keep going, like they're already in like a zealous fervor. And the piles of treasure scattered across the stage begin to swirl as if caught in a vortex, and a 5-pronged blue flame roars up from the pit containing the captured townspeople.
Oh.
And in his death throes, the Werat leader cries out, "Razzelvoort! Oh, Lord, Packmaster, Night Flutterer! Oh, accept this sacrifice and appear to us now!"
As he dies, I
And-
lean down and I go, "Did you foresee that?"
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't say I did.
And then I turn to face whatever the heck's coming in hot over to the side.
Uh-huh. Which at this, a vision appears above the stage, and there he is, Razavort, the god of rats, a towering 9-foot-tall demonic Svart clad in plate and silks, all ablaze in blue fire. Above his head floats a tiny crystal of peerless prismatic radiance that is just blasting magical energy. Razavort appears to be sitting upon a majestic golden throne, surrounded by sewer pipes, servants, and filth. And then nothing happens, because Razavort is a selfish, lazy oaf of a demigod, and despite all pomp and circumstance, is taking a nap. In fact, he is snoring so loud that a piece of the ceiling caves in, revealing a simple path back to the surface.
So is he sitting actually in the room or through like a portal?
It's kind
that
of
we
like
see,
a semi-corporeal vision appearing above the
Okay.
stage.
Okay, so I can't like go try to axe him in the face or take the crystal, or he's just kind
Possibly.
of portionally. I mean, I'm going to move up
It's
with the
kind of in
shield
the same
ready.
vein as the illusory dragon of
So-
2 adventures ago.
So
Then I charge right at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that, Trevor?
I was gonna ask, like, did they just kill the people that were in the bags?
That's where I'm going
Nope.
to find out.
Oh, okay.
As Garwar charges in, just like a quick glance, the bags are still sealed and moving.
Okay.
They didn't apparently have enough time to open up the bags prior to the summoning. You really messed up the flow of everything for them
We do that.
by just interrupting that monologue. They weren't expecting people to be so rude. They should have.
We said we got to stop it. We
Dwarves.
stopped.
Yep. So you're charging in, and Dust is charging right along with you. You notice she is also rushing in. She looks like laser focused on doing this. Her eyes are like wide. She's a cat, and this is a rat god. She is charging in alongside you. And Garwar, how do you do this? What do you do to like try to disperse this vision?
I mean, you said it's sleeping. So is it like laying down, or is
He's
it
like,
okay? Yeah. I mean, I assume Lorelei would have explained this whole rat god thing above in the tavern and the crystal, and so I would be attempting to smash that crystal because it's floating over its head. So I'd be trying to basically baseball bat that thing, called shot across the room to separate it from the rat god, because that's obviously where it gets its power from. So that's my thing. Yeah.
Can I
So
say
tell me what I got to
okay?
roll for that. Go ahead.
So, but I have this moment in my head where I'm seeing Gar and I both look at each other and see the crystal. And we're running forward, and I want to toss him.
You're gonna toss Gar.
Yeah, I'm too
wanna
heavy.
say
I am way
I
too
kinda-
heavy.
Okay, then I want
I'm
to
in
do
full
something
heavy
to
plate.
help you get
Yeah,
there
sure.
in our training that we learned working
Absolutely.
together to get you to get that crystal.
I mean, probably probably just a drop kick to the back to speed me up, because it ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt. It's solid metal. Yeah. So just a
I have
speed
a
boost.
shield. I will literally shove
ram
you
it.
with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
That's
So
totally
you ram
fine.
Gar from behind with your shield to propel him forward a little bit more, just increasing his momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Just
right,
trying to go all this possible momentum and then just flat of the axe, like my axe sideways, just trying to smack
Okay.
that crystal if it's corporeal enough. But
It's
that's
like
the goal.
flashing in and out of corporeality. It's like
Sure.
the ritual worked, but you also messed it up real bad. So it's half working.
You got to shoot your shot. So here it goes.
You gotta
what do
shoot
you want me to
your shot.
roll?
Please give me an attack roll.
Would it be advantage from the help?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole point.
Yep, 20. Dirty 20. Sorry.
Okay. See, now Dust wants to grab the crystal. So I'm going to roll also. And you got higher. So she is leaping forward,
Age before beauty, I say as I pass her by.
trying to grab the crystal, and you just. And your axe just comes like inches closer than her outstretched hand does. And this is not what I was expecting. You smash this incredibly powerful crystal. Sure. And with that done, the vision explodes. Everyone's knocked backwards. Fade to black. When you wake up, you're in the tavern again. All of the people have been freed. It's like the next day. Mag, the old lady of the tavern, is like leaning over you. Oh, you're finally awake.
I need onion juice.
Right here, dear. She hands you 2
like-
vials.
And he's just
Happy to help.
In my canon, Trevor's bottle is filled with onion juice. Just to really get into the character.
Well then. So that didn't go as I was expecting, which is honestly a good thing. That's good. I like
They
that.
don't call us Plan D because we're not as good. They call us Plan D because we don't care about the treasures that come with it as much.
Son
The
of a
power of that crystal and the value
D
of that
stands for
crystal,
doesn't listen. You know?
So Dust sidles up to the rest of you and says, "You know what? Y'all really surprised me back there. I can't say I was expecting any of that, and I really don't know what came over me down there in that chamber. Apologies, but water under the bridge. Kind of looks like work here is done, so guess the people of Subar don't need me, and well, I got places to be and sights to see. Dust never settles, don't you know? So tell you what, token of my appreciation," and she sets her own harmonica down on the table that you spoke at with her earlier and
Gar
says,
picks it up.
"I'll be seeing y'all around."
Before you go, I'm gonna need one of those crossbows.
You're gonna need one of those crossbows. Oh, I only got the one.
I'm gonna need that crossbow.
Well, I'll tell you what. You do what I
Do you
did.
know-
Go have yourself a professional disagreement with the Bregendarth and see if you can,
There
help
it
yourself.
is. There it is.
And she walks off into the sunset. And do you guys have any final actions you'd like to take before we wrap up the whole adventure here?
I would like to walk with Mars to his little bit of plot of land that he's now acquired.
Okay.
For
Excellent.
himself. Yeah.
Yes. Just really see if this was really worth it or if it's just a pile of dust.
It's a fixer-upper.
All right.
That's being polite. But he seems thrilled by it and says,
Fixer
"Well,
upper
what do you
in a
think,
rundown
Laura Lee?
town.
New home base?"
It can do with some, I would say but many, many layers of paint.
Well, we've got a long way to go, and this reflects that. So, yeah, this will be good, I think. Yeah, this will be good. And
Yeah.
he says that as he is kind of rolling his fingers around. He's got his arms crossed, and he's rolling his fingers around like under his cloak because he is holding the scattered shards of the crystal Gar shattered.
I actually do have one thing. The Garlock thing.
All right.
He goes into the tavern where everybody is, and he's just like, "Wait, what day is it? Oh, it's the start of the week. Okay, well, I usually do this with some more people, but what's up and welcome to Champions of Lore." And he just tells them the entire story of what happened underneath the town.
Everybody gather around. You know what? Pim the Were-Rat shows up too, like, yeah, always loved these guys. Big fan. We're good, right?
Yeah, we're good. I start building my first gun.
Fantastic. Oh my god, yay. All
And
right.
I have liberally doused the harmonica with alcohol
Mhm.
and learning how to play it in the corner.
That's so good. Garwar, this is an instrument of illusions, a harmonica of illusion specifically. Go ahead and look up the information about that in
Okay.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything, I believe. So we're going to kind of roll out now. Had to really rush through all those last bits, but I hope it was fun nonetheless.
Oh,
yeah.
This was-
Yeah.
this was a
Luckily,
long
we
adventure.
double critted on the boss.
Yeah, I wasn't exaggerating. He had 59 hit points total.
Oh.
So you just
Yeah.
oh, man.
We don't make plans. We
Yeah.
are the plan.
We execute it well.
We just do the thing.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you all so much for being here with us and bearing witness to our adventure. If you enjoyed this story, good news. It is now available on
You just
Dungeon
clicked the
Masters
button,
Guild.
didn't
I just click the button.
I just
yeah.
clicked the button.
Nice.
It is now available on Dungeon Masters Guild. Just go there and search for A Fistful of Death by Ryan Blake Hall. Please check it out. Pick up a copy if you want to support me and our continued endeavors. A lot of love, time, and attention went into this one.
And you'll get
parting
the full
thoughts from you
story.
guys? Yes, you'll get the actual full story. It's 14 pages. There's a lot, actually.
I rolled over 40 damage.
you?
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
I'm going to have to
I
roll
think I
do
may
some
have
damage
rolled over
calculations for this
50.
party.
Love it. Shall we do outros?
Yes.
For once,
please, by
yeah.
all
For
means.
once, I didn't
Start with
almost
Garwar.
die, folks. For once, I almost didn't die.
Yeah.
You would have. I had it my way.
It was, the first 2 adventures we've run together, I almost died on the very first boss attack. Both times. Both
That
times.
just
we
means
go.
you gotta
Today,
do it twice next time.
Eh,
We're better
improvement.
this time.
Improvement. Everybody, I am Garwar. I'm here. I do streams on CD Games channel. I think everyone knows. We did GG2E earlier. There won't be one this Friday, but I will have Garwar's Guide to Rhea on Saturday. And then we'll be back in full swing next week. You can find me on the Twitters or on the Reddit or in the Discord or on Twitch.
Thank you, Gar. And Lee?
Lee Goldberg at Goldberg337 on the Instagrams and the Twitters. And you can see me and Sean Wall hosting Griddle Champions. We do that every Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific. And I do pancake art and things like that I post on my socials. And I am tentatively opening my commissions for videos of whatever you want.
Hey.
Excellent.
Nice.
Trevor?
Hey, I'm Treavor Bettis. I host Champions of Lore every Monday morning with Aaron M. Evans and B. Dave Walters, and I host Champions Psychology, which is on break right now. Come back April 13th. We'll be there with Mitra Jordan and Rafael Bukamatsu, aka Dr. B, who's in the chat and came in at the perfect time.
Oh, nice. Hey, Dr. B.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dr. B.
Oh God, your camera
Oh,
went
no,
out.
Lee.
No.
At least it was at the end.
It's perfect timing at the end. And just to prove that I have too many podcasts, we just announced that we're doing a new podcast, writing about dragons and shit, with me, Aaron M. Evans, and B. Dave Walters, and we're going to talk about fantasy writing and other stuff like that.
Mhm.
And of course, I also co-host Difficulty Class with Allie on Fridays,
Yes.
which you can hear this episode of again on Friday.
I will.
Hey.
And Allie, how about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Allie Deutschmann. I play Laura Lee. I have a Twitter that I talk about. I'm AllieBug321. I'm host of Difficulty Class with Trevor there, and also I'm the DM of an actual play podcast of the Roomy Roamers. We are in the Silentir Archipelago. It's a wonderful undiscovered set of islands in the southern part of the Sword
Oh, that
Coast.
sounds really cool.
It's really awesome.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
should check it out.
just put out a ship's log which recaps what happens, so you can get all caught up in a matter of 15 minutes.
Man,
Nice.
nice.
Oh yeah, I also
That's
forgot.
very
I'm on
convenient.
Twitter at the Trevor. There's an A hiding in there.
The
Triavor.
Triavor.
The
All right.
Treavor.
And I am Storyteller Mars on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall. I also have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Storyteller Mars. And I've also been releasing my adventures on DM's Guild. This is the 3rd one now, so check it out. And with that, good night, everybody. This has been Storyteller Mars presents a Fistful of Death. And I hope to see you all again next time.
Mhm.
And until then, from me and Dust, look sharp.
And hang on, everybody. The stream is going to go raid the wonderful Jason Charles Miller. I'm wearing his
Nice.
shirt. That was the bandana I had on earlier. The person behind, one of them, the main art, the talent behind Bardic Inspiration Volume 1. They're going to take care of that. So hang out in the chat. And we'll be out. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers.